Discord, I only see 5 characters in Roll20. We're missing Senka, which is GC. Is that you?
No, I'm in.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're Momo. Senka is that Otz?
Nope.
No, it's me.
Unless
Zach, you're killing me.
Oh. No, Zach is older.
I had another little power bullshit thing.
He's a flower child. He's gonna save your guys' asses so big.
oh boy, looking forward to it.
He's doing his part.
Yeah, most will be like, shoot that one, shoot that one.
and it worked. All right, so
Every squad's got to have a squad leader.
that's right. They can be micro. I mean, it gives new definition to micromanage. But hey,
Oh, very good.
I'm trying. This week has been ugh. But here we are.
It seemed like it'd be normal for you though, because you're like.
It is, and that's what bothers me. It's normal for me, but then I got to listen to everyone talk about their quarantining, and to the best of my knowledge, unless people have the virus, they're not actually quarantined.
No. In California, they are completely locked down.
Yeah, they're shutting down the whole state.
California is completely locked down,
Well,
but
5 other states are doing the same thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of people getting completely locked down.
I mean,
It's been a great week for me.
I'm not worried about us.
My work told me starting Tuesday they'll give me the details, but they're going to start paying us 19 hours a week until this blows over.
Yeah, I'm not worried about us because we're probably all relatively healthy people. It's just older people is the issue.
Yeah,
I mean, as long as you're not visiting older people.
Yeah, but we can carry it and all that fun stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, let's be done with the real world and let's have some fun.
Hooray! Yes, because things really suck here.
Yeah. All right, so things really suck in the fake world too, as you guys were almost all killed last session. You were pretty badly beaten up by a bunch of bugs that dug up from underneath the ground.
No way. I was perfectly healthy through the entire time.
Oh, well, yeah, but you were up in the air most of the time.
No. I'm at 1 HP.
Yeah, no. That's Senka the Strix. It was up in the air the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I did some healing last time.
Yeah, we got some healing out there. Everyone check your character sheet, see if your hit points are where you think they're supposed to be. I think I haven't really looked at your tokens that much. We'll get back to the tokens when we need them, but so the last time you were attacked shortly after there was some significant swarm activity.
Sorry, I'm muting her.
Yeah, the swarm came and they attacked the town, and it was just bad. And still, you guys are a little bit spread out. It's hard to see one another right now as you group up together to mend some wounds and patch yourselves up for a moment. The dust cloud is still very heavy. It's still very difficult to see through. You know which way to go.
Even with dark vision.
Even with dark vision, because it's not a matter of light; it's a matter of dust. It's like
I got you. Particulate.
Except it's particulates in the air as opposed to just a lack of light. The last thing you heard over your comms was that all SDF forces are in a full retreat, and you were ordered to fall back beyond the Deathamar River and regroup at Fort Gallant.
Okay.
So, you can check your wounds. You can do any. You guys tell me what you want to do right now.
Let's
You
take
want
a
it-
breather.
You want to get moving? You want to take 10 minutes? You feel like you might have a moment, or you're still relatively close to where the major attack happened. You guys can give me culture checks if you want. Or if you're not clear, you could radio into Central Command and check on that last order. Perhaps gather the. Why don't you guys give me culture checks if you need it? Now, Alder knows without a doubt. So does Momo, even Adjun. You guys all have. You've studied the. You took a chance to study the maps, except for Stelia, the local area. You're a little off on your game. You know which direction the Deathmar River is, but you're not quite sure how far Fort Gallant is. But the rest of them recall from the maps they looked at that Fort Gallant is about 24 miles west of your current location. You know it's going to be a long walk to get there, and if this cloud of dust, if you can't get out of it or it doesn't clear, that's going to make things even worse.
Dust thick enough where we need environmental protections, or are we good there?
Well, you're probably using your environmental protections to stave off the cold. Susquehanna is in one of their dead winters, so it is fairly cold during the day. So I mean, the dust isn't it's not imparting any penalties to you physically. It's just blocking vision.
At least I have on from my character sheet that we did take a 10-minute rest.
Okay, so
I think we already did.
Yeah.
okay, so you're taking your 10-minute rest. You kind of all group up together. You actually, I must say, you guys moved off from this attack point to someplace that you felt was a little more strategically secure for you for a few minutes. And you took a rest, and you did some healing, some thinking. Is there anyone wanted to do during the 10-minute rest outside of just resting?
Momo would like to, while he's resting, with a couple of his free hands, start putting together parts and making a grenade.
Oh yeah, sure. You can put together your class grenade.
I don't remember how bad off we were.
Well, look at your character sheet. The numbers should still be there.
Oh, they should. Oh, how dare you use logic on me?
I didn't change anything. I know I don't have your. Usually I put the health on the tokens on the front screen, but I think that I think it kind of gets in the way.
So we're taking 10.
You took 10. You made it through a take 10.
And I think that's all the hit points we needed. Did we get hit points back, or I don't remember?
Now, all you can spend a resolve point and recover all of your stamina, but that's it. There was some heal checks performed to recover some hit points.
Yeah, Adjutant did some.
Yeah, you want to cover? Do you remember what you were successful with?
If I scroll up here,
I remember logging out, but somebody said something about like hit points back or something. I don't remember.
Let's see. It looks
Senka
like
and Albert got 1 each. Erebus got 1. I got 5. Momo got 5, and Billy's the last one. Also got 5 because it was the first roll I did.
yeah, first roll you did was a nat 30, so 5 hit points for Momo. Then another nat 30 for yourself. A 15, a 20. Erebus.
Oh, no, the 15 and 20 they rolls to see because like they kept rolling 20s, so I wanted to make sure
okay.
that.
So then Erebus got a
was working.
29, which would be 1 hit point,
Just-
right?
Yeah, it's just 1.
Then Sancta and Alder both got 1 hit point each. So, if you have any healing serums that you want to use, you can feel free to do that. Otherwise, as you're regaining your wind, so as your 10-minute rest is ending, there's a slight wind blows across, and the cloud of dust parts momentarily, revealing a column of crawling, flying swarm creatures moving in your direction.
I think it's time
It's time
to
to
go.
go.
I think it's,
Closing.
ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time to go.
Yeah, we're not staying here. Nope.
All right. So you begin picking your way through the dust. After about an hour, you stumble across a field of dozens of swarm corpses. Eventually, you reach what you think would be the center, and standing amid the corpses is Major Jaldemeric. He's pulling his Dashko from the wiggling carapace of a recently killed dredger.
Hell
He
yeah.
turns and greets you, and you can see that his armor has been slashed open at his torso. He has taken what appears to be a mortal wound. A strand of his innards hangs limply over his belt. With a grimace, he straps the Doshko to his back and says, "You all fall back. I'm providing cover fire." He draws his pistol, checks the clip. "I aim to break 200 confirmed kills before I die." His eyes become steely. "That's an order, soldiers. Cross the river before they drop the bridges, and I'll see you on the other side."
I patch him up first. It'll take 1 minute.
As you move over to offer him aid, he says gruffly to you, "That won't be necessary. You're a well-trained soldier. You'll make the SDF proud." With that, he takes a medallion off his chest and pins it to your armor before pushing you away violently. He steps away into the dust cloud, breaking into a Veskarian battle song at full volume, drawing the chittering attention of the oncoming swarm. The last you hear is several gunshots and the crunching sound of swarm chitin.
Senka salutes.
Yeah, Momo salutes with all 6 arms and wipes away a tear.
That would be the medallion that you were just presented.
What a man! What a Vesk! Nice. Yeah, Momo will follow orders. So
Now, he pinned it to whoever tried to come aid him. I assume that was probably Agent.
Yep.
But you guys can pass it along if you want. If you check, it is in fact a magic item, and you have all the information there of what it does for you. So you guys can decide what to do with that. There you go. Your first magic item of the game.
Ooh.
I'll check you out later. Got it. All right. So you push on after your brief meeting with your CO. About an hour later, you clear the dust, and you can just see it. It just looks like a wall as you look left and right. After you get a little ways out, and it seems to be settling, but it's going to be a bit. Every so often, your comm crackles to life. An unidentified female voice says, "This is an emergency transmission. A full evacuation is in effect for the Brunoa region. Civilians east of the Deathmar River must immediately relocate west of the river, as the bridges crossing the river will shortly be demolished to halt the swarm advance. SDF forces and civilians are to report to Fort Gallant for further orders. This is an emergency transmission." And then the message repeats, and it repeats several times in common languages for Suskalon as well.
All right. I'm back. Sorry, I had to get Chrono Burgers.
No problem. As you exit the dust cloud, you can see empty, dry brushlands and small plateaus and hillocks stretching around you in all directions. The temperature remains just below freezing, though the sky is cloudless and the bright sun beats down. It's been quite a bit, and you've already been walking for about 8 hours. As soldiers and regimental personnel, you realize that the swarm is going to force you into a forced march.
That's okay. These old, tired hydro body knees are meant for walking.
You don't have any problems from a forced march, do you, Stelly?
I don't think it.
Is there anything that that says otherwise?
No.
I'm not worried about Alder since he's riding on Momo.
Yep.
However,
What?
everyone else,
I don't think my Hydra body gives me any special things against that.
now I think because you have to control it,
Yeah.
so I think that physically that would it would eventually take a physical effect on the Stellifara itself. To have to I mean, you don't mentally think about it. It's just like breathing for you to control the water. But after so much time, I think you could become fatigued.
You're a tiny creature pushing a lot of water to move an entire robot.
I'm sorry, I can not hear you.
Oh?
Weird.
I can kind of hear you, but it's very faint. Maybe
turn
turn
down
up
for you?
the sensitivity.
It's up fairly high for me. Yeah, input is at maximum.
I
Double
can
check
hear
you
him
don't have me
okay.
turned down.
Yeah.
I have your volume down to 50%. That might be part of the problem.
Yeah, no shit.
Now,
Oh.
all right, yeah, I had your volume down to 50%. I don't know why.
Jesus.
Jeez.
Anyway, I can do better now. So like I said, you guys have been walking with your patrol hours and everything so far. You've been walking for a while. As you know, it's still quite a ways to the to Fort Gallant.
Fort Gallant. Yeah.
So what I'm going to need right now is a Constitution check from everyone for your first hour of forced marching.
Wait, Constitution check or Fortitude save?
A Constitution check,
Oh crap!
not a fort save. This is straight up on your Constitution.
Oh, well.
Sleep and we die. Shit. I'm gonna die.
Ooh! Ouch! Adjunt's fine. Momo's fine. Kelly, you're not doing well. You're fatigued, and you take a D6 non-lethal damage. As does Senka. I assume, Senka, that you're flying to keep up with everyone.
Yeah,
Mostly.
she actually has a faster fly speed than land speed, so.
Right, and basically you guys are traveling at the slowest person speed, which I looked at your character sheets, and I noticed that some of you did not apply your penalty for your armor.
Good.
Stelly, you're at 25 feet as opposed to 30 because of your armor. As was someone else. I'm not even worried about it. But basically, your slow speed is 20. Your fastest speed on ground is 25.
That's what happens when you're a soldier.
So yeah, you're wearing armor. You're weighed down a little bit with equipment. No one's encumbered right now, but you can figure it's going to take you about 10 and a half hours to walk your butts all the way to Fort Gallant. You think you know, why don't we go out to the highway and grab one of those vehicles? And you make your way out to the highway. You know, on the course, you eventually reach the highway. The vehicles you find are in too great a disrepair to make usable before the swarm would set upon you. And the ones closer to town, you kind of look back on the road and with pair of binoculars. I think someone has some binoculars, right?
Senka does.
You can just see the traffic of the vehicles, and you know it's just going to be a long walk.
So I take 4 hit points damage.
Yeah, if anyone less than 12 takes 4 non-lethal damage, so it goes off your stamina first, but you are also fatigued, which means fatigued is not fun. I've got a.
Did anyone pick up formation boots?
Did anyone else pick up formation boots?
Yeah. No, I did not.
Out of money.
Why would boots help me?
The boots are more comfortable. They're better for marching. They give you a bonus to your check, I think.
Yeah, plus
Oh
2.
yes, because my feet are getting so tired up here.
I don't think they have anything to help your wings.
It's true.
So the
Right.
fatigue will not stop you from continuing on a forced march. It will not affect your constitution checks as you continue to make checks. However, I don't know if another failed check will make you exhausted.
I'd pass out from damage though.
Yeah, you'll
Yeah.
still take damage, and it will still affect everything that it says. If you're fatigued, doing an activity that would normally cause fatigue makes you become exhausted. I didn't actually look up exhausted in the conditions.
I can find it.
Maybe I should do that real quick. Where were the conditions at? 258? Nope, that's overland movement. Let's see, 276 was fatigued, so exhausted, you move at half speed. That would be a problem. Can't run a charge, and you take a -3 penalty to armor class. The amount of bulk you can carry is reduced. After 1 hour of complete rest, you instead become fatigued. So you can't become any worse than exhausted, but your guys' move will be dropped a lot lower, and you'll have to make some more checks. Yeah, wouldn't it be nice if they had left you some kind of transport?
I asked.
Yeah, but they didn't have anything. They were using it for the civilian. So is walking there going to kill you guys? Let's see. What were your rolls? An 8 with no bonus to con, a 14. Yeah, because this check gets ridiculous. Let's see. 10 plus 2 per extra hour. And so eventually it gets to be a 30. You guys can't even pass it by the time you get there. What the heck were they thinking?
Trying to kill us.
Thinking we have to be exhausted.
Yeah,
think
you
we
guys
have-
are.
Probably have to take a rest at some point.
Yeah, unfortunately, every time you try and rest, bad stuff happens.
Well, that's probably them forcing that on
Didn't you
us.
say it
then.
was, what, 10.5 hours of marching?
Yeah, it's 10 and a half hours to get to Fort Gallant.
So doesn't the check start after 8 hours?
Yeah, but you've already been walking for 8 hours.
So it's
Because
10
of
and a half
patrol
more
and
hours.
everything. Yeah,
Hmm.
you're in a
Yeah.
bad way right now. I've looked. Let's see how things go. Give me another check after the next hour. Let's see what happens. Not good. Okay. Not
Oh.
good. Not good. The DC at this point is 14.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna make it.
Hey, Elder, did you put on weight?
No, it's because we're going for so far.
I think we're
You know
You say so.
probably exhausted now.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Let's see. How do I do this? Here's the deal. You guys get don't like this.
Well,
I didn't think the checks I didn't realize the check was going to be this difficult and become this impossible. I mean, the campaign goes into saying that if you rest longer than 10 minutes, you are immediately astounded and you're forced to keep moving. There's another thing that happens. There's an encounter to happen. It says you can't find any place to hide because the swarm is blanketing the countryside. It allows you to hustle if you rest too long. I mean, it's ridiculous because right now it's 14, then it's going to be 16, then it's going to be 18. I mean, what is the best modifier out there right now? +1.
Yeah.
Mine's
Yeah.
plus.
So
Yeah.
there's going to be a spot where walk yourselves to death.
I might make it.
Yeah, Alder might make it.
That's it.
That's it. So
You're not going to make it once Momo goes down.
Well, I'll have a +3.
Oh, well, there you go. You'll be fine.
Like I said, I might make it. Everyone else
He's
will
been
be
resting
dead.
for like, he's been resting this whole time.
Yeah, he'll be starting fresh when we're all dead.
all right. So right now,
That wasn't the plan.
everyone is fatigued. Here's what we're gonna do. At this point, everyone is fatigued. So you're taking those penalties for being fatigued. A -1 to armor class attack rolls, melee damage rolls, reflex saving throws, initiative checks, strength and dexterity based skill and ability checks. Is anyone close to their bulk limit to begin with?
Even carrying Alder, I actually, I think I still have a spare. What? Actually, I guess carrying Alder puts me at 6 of 8 bulk for unencumbered.
Okay, well now you're at 6 of 7 because fatigue reduces that by
Yeah.
1. Anyone who has not taken a D6 of
I haven't.
non-lethal can go ahead and take that now.
I am encumbered with the fatigue.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Well,
You can
Airbus
transfer
should
your gear to some gear to Momo or someone else that can carry it if you want.
It's not a ton. I give away some of the R2Es I have.
All right. So here's the deal. You guys are stumbling along, getting fatigued. So yeah, Erebus, you don't take any more damage. Just everyone has a D6 of damage except for Alder, because he has not been marching. Does Alder what pronoun does Alder go by?
He's a male right now.
He does feel male right now. Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys are marching along, and you're staying ahead of the swarm as best you can, and you make your way up a hillside, and from the top of the hillside you easily spot a corpse of a human man on the ground out in the open. Here we go.
Oh,
Yeah.
give me a second. I need to look at the pages.
All right. You guys can position yourself inside this gray box, and whatever your marching order is.
I thought the wake up patch might help, but no, it's not going to help anybody.
Do those help with
No.
sleep deprivation?
Yeah, sleep deprivation, but not
Yeah.
from like.
And I figured it out. You guys don't really have to deal with the sleep deprivation, because the your movement speed is fast enough. I guess if I went into the real thing and you all got exhausted, then your movement speed would be slow enough that you would have to worry about the sleep deprivation, but I'm not going to get into that. I've got a plan now. We're going to see what happens.
Woo.
All right. Is everyone happy with the marching order?
Yep.
Or did
Yep.
someone have to leave to go do something?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, no, that looks pretty good to me.
All right. So you see this body out here in the middle of the open. What do you guys want to do? It's kind of on your route. You're heading west.
I'm going to. So can we move from where we are now?
Yeah, you can go ahead and move. If you want to inspect the body, you need to go down to it. If you want to skirt the area and go just avoid the body completely, you can do that too. I just need to know what you guys want to do. Stelly, from there you
I'm
can't
going
tell
to-
much. It's a body laying on the ground out in the open.
Hmm.
Uh,
Hey, Phil, are these white patches higher elevation?
And they're just snow piles.
Okay.
You probably want to walk around it. They're probably like big piles of snow that you might fall into, especially a short guy like Momo.
There you go.
maybe I should do something. But can I see if the body might have been placed there by something as a possible way to jump people, or if it just kind of fell over naturally?
It looks like it may have been dragged a short distance, but it looks like it basically it either fell or was taken down very near to where it is now.
Okay, stay here. I'll check it out. If there's trouble, I can fly up.
I say we just avoid this body altogether and continue on.
Well,
Yeah,
what if
that's
he's
probably
still
a good
alive?
He won't be for
Might-
long. Can anybody carry him?
Are you gonna carry him? Cause I'm freaking beat.
That's a good point.
Senka's gonna fly over and check and float down to check him out.
All right, you can give me a medicine or survival check, which is ever is better for you as you examine the body.
Medicine. Don't have either, so here's a medicine.
Well, Senka's doing that. Momo is just kind of got his artillery laser out, ready to cover in case something jumps out at Senka.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of watch, see if anything comes out.
Ignore the second one. It was an accidental.
No problem. Your check, you easily note that this person was killed by a wild animal of some sort. And you can see the telltale claw marks of the creature called a brush stalker that you were told about earlier this day. Give me a perception check. Everyone can give me this perception check.
Uh-oh.
Miss being an operative already.
Yes.
All right, Senka, as you are there and you are examining the body, you look up as you hear some noise just in time to see this bound over a snowbank at you. Everyone roll initiative.
If I'm not,
And
I'm
that's
not
the creature.
surprised, yes.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Vagina face.
It's a
That
bat.
thing looks like it had a. That thing looks like it had a beak at one point, and someone removed it.
Yeah.
Maybe it fell off. It didn't need it. Who knows?
Get it.
At this point, the surprise round is over. That was it moving towards you. I don't think it has an ability to attack after its move, so you're okay.
Withdraw action to fly up.
But it's not your turn yet. It will be your turn. Adjun, what
sorry.
do you do first?
Surprise round's done. We just go
Yep,
straight to
surprise
normal rounds.
round's over.
Okay.
You all saw this beast leap the snow mound it was hiding behind. And move
First
in.
off, I would like to make some sort of a check to determine what it is.
All right. You're fairly certain it's the brush stalker, but you can give me a life sciences check to see what you recall. Excuse me. You recall plenty about this common creature. You know that normally they don't hunt anything their size, so it's obviously hunger. The swarm coming through, clearing out game has created a ravaging beast here. They usually track by scent. They have a strong claw attack. No particular weaknesses or defenses. So you basically just need to put it down to get away from it. It is an animal. There's nothing special or tricky about them.
I will try to biohack it after or when I shoot it.
Okay. I assume you're using a needler or something. Have 50.
40 foot is actually my range, but that'll work. I'm gonna miss. I
Yeah,
guess.
that's going to be a miss. Did you want to move or take another action?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm just gonna test something. Why is it putting 0?
The 0 is because I made some changes to the trick attack section of the character sheet.
Oh,
And,
okay.
I'm waiting for them to merge and upload the fix for it, probably Tuesday. It just throws right now, if the answer to trick attack is no, it gets a value of 0. I fixed that.
Okay.
It doesn't get a value of anything. And it won't do that anymore. But it's going to throw zeros out before everyone's attacks for the foreseeable future, unless you go in and change the macro and remove the trick attack bit at the beginning. It's annoying, but it's...
I thought you uploaded the fix for our locally for us.
Well, that was... I uploaded locally for the skills and abilities, and then I got that put in. And so that's live now. And then I did this. Someone had requested a note section in the trick attack section. So I accommodated them, and I screwed it up with this 0, but I've got the fix in. So I've already got the fix uploaded. I just got to wait for them to do their routine.
Okay, makes sense.
I didn't push for them to do it as a hot fix because it's not anything that's going to break gameplay.
No, just everybody's at home waiting to play.
It's a little bit annoying, but it's not that big a deal. If you're good with where you are, Agent, then Cinca can go.
Like I said, just going to withdraw action, fly up.
Gotcha. All right, the thing doesn't have any kind of reach, so it would have to do like a vertical jump to try and get you. Momo.
All right, Momo's just going to go ahead and fire. Yep.
Cinca could do it. You can, with a withdraw action, you could do up to a double move, so you could get 6 blocks.
Oh, sure.
You could get 30 feet in the air with that.
So it's just a -1 because I'm only fatigued, I think.
Correct.
All right. 15 against EAC.
That's going to be a hit.
All right. 8 points of fire damage.
It takes it.
Die, monster!
It notes that its prey has evaded it, but because of the laser fire, it sees that it has ample prey to attack. So it moves over and attempts to claw you. (14) on Momo is not gonna do it.
Yeah!
Your armor protects you.
Takes more than that to get Momo!
So Erebus is up. You note that Momo carries a hammer in 2 of his hands, as well as a rifle in the other 2. So he definitely threatens on a melee scale.
Correct. Actually, the hammer's only one-handed.
Or one-handed, excuse me.
You
might be using 2 hands to hold it? I don't know.
I could.
I can actually get into a front position. Not provoking. I really don't want to get hit. So I'm going to trick attack. Moving over here, and then trick attack shooting it with my pistol.
All right. Full squares of snow are going to be difficult terrain, just so you know. You've got enough movement to get there, that's fine.
Okay.
And CR4 or lower, it definitely is.
And that would be a
Um,
14, not a 15. Is there a place
So-
to apply debuffs or buffs?
What's that?
Is there a place you can apply debuffs and buffs on the character sheet?
Not particularly.
Okay.
You can use you can apply the penalty when it asks the question. You can apply the penalty to all the attacks you have, but there's nothing in the sheet that applies a penalty across the board.
Okay. So that should be a
So
14.
you do manage to trick attack it, so it is off. It's flat-footed to your attack, and you do 1 additional damage, and you hit it with a bullet, rocking its world, -6. Stelly.
Okay. Let's go ahead and maneuver. And shoot.
Alrighty.
Actually, yeah, let's
Taking,
just,
some cover behind that bush.
yeah, that's the idea. What's the herring fire? Which one is which?
Cover fire will cause them a penalty to attack. Harrying fire will give the next attack a bonus to hit.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do herring fire so Alder can get a good, better hit.
Alder doesn't shoot things.
He doesn't shoot things. What the hell is he good for then?
I mean, he
shooting
can.
things easy.
Okay, I guess I'll do.
Although he can get it, and then he can benefit from his own get it, plus your herring fire. So
yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna herring fire. Just
not to mention it's already footed from Erebus.
True.
Oh, it's just an attack roll for herring fire, right?
Yep, it's just your normal attack roll. I'm trying to remember what your target is. Oh, that's going to be high enough. So, yeah, not any damage, but let's see. What the heck is this thing finding? Whatever.
It's a DC 15.
DC 15. I knew it was just a flat check, a flat DC value. And it's just an attack, right?
Yeah.
So you succeed, and Alder, you're up. You can see that the thing is distracted by Stelly's fire, and that it's been flat-footed by Erebus's attack. You have quite a bit of bonuses to hit this creature.
Yeah, you got a +2 on your next attack roll.
And its armor class is at -2, and you can get them to add a +1, or you can clever feint. And what does it say? The DC. What am I looking for its DC?
It is either its sense motive or
15 plus
1.5 or something.
1.5 CR. So you add 2 to that is 15, and it is not distracted by you. So it's flat-footed against your attack, but not your enemies. And it was already flat-footed to begin with. Do you really?
Oh, it's already flat-footed?
Yeah, Erebus
Yeah.
made it flat-footed with her trick attack.
Oh.
So it's already flat-footed, and it's already. I should have put the symbol on it. That's what the problem is. So it's already flat-footed, and it's distracted by the herring fire.
No, I guess I won't. I mean, it wouldn't have made sense to try to make it flat-footed when it was already flat.
Yeah. Kill it, Alder.
All right, so +2 makes that 11. -2 on its armor class. It's still a miss.
Set it up for you. You couldn't Kobe it for me, huh?
What do you want to do with your move action? For
Nothing.
Alder? Nothing? You don't want to yell get it?
I do clever feint. I don't have get it.
Oh, you don't have get him? Okay.
Uh,
Got it. At this level, you don't have get him. All right. So that's your turn. Adjunct.
I'm just looking up, is vulnerable to like piercing a thing?
Is vulnerable to piercing a thing.
Or is it just energy types?
Typically, it's just energy types, but in the case of this creature, you know it's not particularly vulnerable to anything based on your life science.
No, but I can grant vulnerability. Is just,
Oh, okay.
where that thought's coming from.
Yeah, you may want to. I mean,
Oh no, of one energy type. Yeah, it's in this.
Yeah.
It's in the stat here. Has to be an energy type. Okay. Let's try to shoot it.
you hit it.
A grant vulnerable to fire.
Vulnerable to fire. Got it. So those laser guys. Now you know he's vulnerable to fire. I'm just gonna put the fire on him to say that you know he's vulnerable to fire. And did you moved?
Yeah.
Senka, from your position up above, you can see that the that adjutant has just hit it. You hear over your comms, hit it with fire.
Happy to oblige.
yes.
That does in fact hit it with fire for 9 points of damage. The creature almost audibly whelps.
Oh, you. My dog's offering the voice for that.
Oh.
Yeah. You can see, Momo, from your position, you can see the desperation on this creature's face. And it's about to fall, but it's so hungry. It's starving, and it just won't. It can't quit.
Time to put you out of your misery.
Can't we just give him a candy bar?
We don't have
Momo smacks the poor thing with his assault hammer.
That's definitely a good skin for that ability, Eagle Bears.
I missed.
Momo, your assault hammer misses.
I thought he was using fire damage.
I know, but I couldn't help it. This is how Momo puts down beasts with a hammer.
Did you want to take a tactical step away from it?
I will take a step, and that would bring Alder with me.
Absolutely. It follows in, but since it has to move, it can only attack you with its claws once. Fortunately, it gouges you for 5.
Ow! Nuts.
Erebus, can you finish this?
Let's try. Trick attack. Hit it with the knife.
Hey.
Yeah, that's enough to do it. So as the combat ceases, you notice this poor creature was extremely gaunt. Its ribs easily visible under its skin, and it was just fighting to survive, unfortunately.
All right, can we go search the other body?
Absolutely.
Anything useful here?
Examining the body, you could tell it was an evacuee, and he fell on his travel bag. By rolling him over, you find the bag. Inside is a semi-auto pistol, tactical, with 9 rounds in the clip. Basic med kit, 2 doses of tier 1 stimulants, and 4 wake-up patches, along with 3 R2Es and 2 Mark 1 serums of healing. I'll just copy that and paste it into the window real quick.
The medic to take care of the drugs.
Oh, hey, stimulant's good for you guys.
Yeah, 2 of you can get rid of the fatigue condition with that.
Ooh,
Attempt to skin the creature.
yeah, I'm pretty beat up from that slash from the thing. Might be good to take if I was a little bit hardier for this if we get attacked again.
You guys,
No arguments with this.
you guys want to take a 10-minute rest?
Can
Yeah.
we afford to?
Okay, before you use the stimulants, go ahead. I was thinking about removing your fatigue condition, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go with my original plan.
We get our stamina back.
Yep, you guys can. You can take 10 minutes. You can recover your stamina, and however, you do hear the horde of the swarm coming. After about 10 minutes, there you hear a low roar accompanied by faint tremors, which turns into a cacophonous sound of thousands of clattering insect legs as the swarm approaches your position.
So resting, taking 10 is a resolve point, right?
Yep, and that gains you back all your stamina.
During that 10 minutes, can I attempt to skin the creature that we killed?
If you're not resting.
Okay.
Well, if you didn't take any stamina damage.
Everyone took stamina
Yeah,
damage
everybody should have.
because of your
Oh,
height.
that's true.
Unfortunately, I think we're going to be running here, so.
Up to you guys.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to? Do you guys want to use any of the medical supplies you just found?
Momo would like to try stimulant because I'm still bleeding out. Momo seems to always want to get at the front and thus is hit a lot.
Okay, I'm seeing that Momo and Erebus.
Oh wait.
Let's see. You've got a couple of people who are down quite a bit of hit points.
Yep.
Might want to use. You've got 2 Mark 1 serums of healing. Those do a D8 hit points. You've got the 2 stimulants, which will remove the fatigue condition from 2 of you, which might be useful in, making you guys a little more hardy against the any other encounters.
It'll also make it easier for Momo to carry Alder for longer.
Sure.
So, anybody object to Momo taking one of the stimulants?
Nope.
All right.
Stats on those wake up packages it says page 45. I'm assuming that's of your.
Yeah, of the
Book.
book. If you look at the player's guide on, I think it's page 8 of the player's guide I have in here. It's got the wake up badge on there.
Got it.
Okay.
So
Load.
there's that.
All right, I'll take one of the serums. That'll put me up to full.
Hey,
Full health for the
Nice.
deli. Did you want to give Erebus one of those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty low.
Hey, there you go. Lot better off than you were.
Very nice.
All righty. So you guys You guys get done with your 10-minute rest. The swarm approaches your position again. You get up and you get moving as quickly as possible, trying to put some distance between yourself and the swarm. As you do so, you're moving along. You hear the recorded message again about getting across the bridge before it's demolished. The repeating emergency transmission.
Anybody in comm range that we can pick up that we can reach?
Yeah, you can as you try your comms, SDF headquarters responds to you. They confirm the emergency message and say that unfortunately they are unable to provide any support at this time. All efforts are being extended as much as possible.
Fine, just let them know that
Please
Midnight
hold.
Squad's on is doing our best to get across that bridge.
Midnight Squad's en route, As you figure your long hike should be coming to an end, everyone is dragging a little bit. You hear
Can
the
I
sound of
give
rushing
my
water.
boots to
What's that?
Momo? Can I like reconfigure my boots and give them to?
Sure,
I don't think they
why not.
fit.
I don't see why you can't reconfigure them. All gear and equipment is sized for medium and small creatures. So
Which of his feet does it fit on though?
he's got bigger stalks that he uses for feet.
That's right.
Ew.
So yeah, you can give those to Momo, or
Yeah, I'm gonna give them to Momo.
um,
All
You'll
right.
get a plus 2, Momo.
If he uses 3 pairs, can he like get 3 times the benefit?
well, he only has 2 legs. He has 6 arms, but he only has 2 legs.
That's right.
He has
Okay.
8 appendages, but 6 of them are arms.
So you get 4 pairs, and he puts them on his hands,
He's
and
like-
he just
he's like a
gallops
caterpillar,
along like
man.
an animal, right?
Boots. I don't know if you've ever tried to walk on your hands with boots or shoes on them. It's not real easy.
No, it's not.
I don't think there would be any benefit in that way at all. But anyway,
All right.
you crest-
Placeholder.
you crest a. Actually, you know what? Everybody, give me your Constitution checks. I want to see who is exhausted when you reach the bridge. All right, Erebus, you're going to be Stelly, you're going to be exhausted. Adjutant, you will continue to be fatigued.
Momo's is another plus 2, but that's still a failure.
Yeah, Momo, you're going to be fatigued.
It's even at a 9.
Yep. Let's see. Adjutant's good. Everyone else take a D6. I'll just roll 1d6 for everybody. Hopefully it'll be a 1. No. Everyone take 5
Okay.
stamina damage for the completion of the hike, except for
I've now
Adjutant.
taken health damage.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, you didn't spend the resolve to restore your stamina points at the break?
Oh, I totally spaced on that. I didn't realize we actually were stopping there.
Yeah, you took a full 10-minute rest at the at that site, so there you go.
Okay.
And anyone who was fatigued becomes exhausted. Anyone who was exhausted is -3 to all those items, and you're probably encumbered by your gear at this point.
Yeah, we're all pretty much.
You're all pretty much in a bad spot. However, you crest a hill, and below you, the Deathmar River runs from north to south, thousands of feet across at its widest point. It is spanned by a huge suspension bridge, a feat of engineering known as the Karazhan Bridge. Dozens of abandoned vehicles clog the highway, crossing the bridge, and the only sound that can be heard is the ice cracking and breaking in the slow-moving river below.
Let's get across, people. We can go to sleep.
Oh, yeah.
You begin making your way across the bridge. The first half is fairly straightforward, but then a maze of abandoned cars clogs 4 lanes of highway. And give me perception checks.
No -3, right?
Perception is a wisdom-based check, so I don't think there's a penalty on that. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure there's not, but let me just take a quick peek here at exhausted because I didn't put it in the thing. Reflex saving throws, initiative, strength, and dexterity-based skill checks. It's the same thing as fatigued, except it's a -3 instead of a -1.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. Anybody pass this check? Adjutant, as you guys are moving up on this area of the bridge, you notice small pools of congealed blood beneath some of the vehicles. Anyone train, or you guys can give me survival checks?
Would a professional soldier work?
No, it's survival. It's to notice things in the ground. However, it looks like two of you, Erebus and Stelly, as you approach the area, you both notice deep gouges in the asphalt near and in some of the nearby vehicles.
Like something like dug into it.
Yeah, like something with really big claws.
Hey, easy guys, easy.
Made a problem. Was there. All right. Gonna move you guys to the next portion of the map.
I just start giving the entire world the single finger salute.
All right. You guys can place yourselves within. Actually, I'll let you place yourselves within the gray box or anywhere on the back line.
Oh, okay. I'll hang out right here with all. Oh, there you are. Ah, damn it, Zach.
Jelly's covering the edge of the bridge.
We'll jump in that water like in a heartbeat and go hydro body.
Well, you can tell that. Let's see. Where you get to on the bridge is about 100 feet above the partially frozen river. You think that jumping from here, even with your water body, is probably going to send shockwaves through your water body and probably kill you at this stage.
Preferable, bug food.
Oh, there you go. As you guys are making your way down from vehicle to vehicle, moving as quickly as you can, crossing the bridge, you come upon these things that you notice, and roll initiative. This is going to be for the surprise round.
Ooh.
Is this a wall in the middle of this, or like just some sort of divider?
It's a concrete barrier.
Okay. How tall is it?
Couple 3 feet.
Okay. I just meant how it might affect movement.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. So Erebus, Stelly, and Adjutant can take turns in this surprise round. So Erebus, you're up first. What do you want to do? Basically, you can take one action. Since there's nothing to shoot at, you might move and take cover behind something. The blood was you noticed something pooling from this vehicle, under this vehicle right here, Johnson.
Okay.
Because that's closer to you. The gouges are over here and in this vehicle and the side of this one.
I'll point it out.
Can I attempt to stealth between the barrier and the truck over here?
Absolutely, you can move there. If you're moving in stealth, then it's half speed, but you're only going 15 feet, so that's no big deal.
Well, we already are.
And we're fatigued, so exhausted at half speed, so.
Yeah.
Gets it up there.
And Stelly, you. All right. As Erebus moves and slinks down. Senka, are you still 6 feet in the air, or are you closer to the ground, or 30 feet in the air?
I'm staying up in the air as much as I can, anyways.
Okay.
Smart girl.
As you are up in the air,
Yep.
this flies up from behind a vehicle. Let me check its movement real quick.
If it's trying to get over me, it better be able to move real fast.
All these damn Sharon.
It lifts off from behind the truck and clears the top of the truck as it's coming towards you.
By Besmara's tentacles.
And this is what you guys all see come flying over the top of the truck.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, fun.
Do those claws look like they could have made the gouge marks?
Absolutely.
10-4.
All right, so it flies up and over on top of the truck. Stelly, you catch a glimmer as you're looking at the marks. You catch a glimmer of something over behind this vehicle.
Over the radio, like, hey, or actually no, through my telepathy. Like, yo, there's something over here.
Of course, the something they see probably takes more precedent.
Yeah. I'm gonna go prone.
Okay. That's a free action. Did you want to do any?
I
Maybe
want to shoot that guy. -3, right?
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, it's still a critical hit. For 4 points, and its first burn will be 5 points. Just checking to make sure they don't have any.
Do we have a critical deck?
Oh, we do have a critical deck. You want a critical card?
I want a critical card.
There's your card. Let's see. Armor downgrade. The target loses randomly determined armor upgrade for 1d4 rounds. Probably it doesn't have any armor upgrades, so that's not going to make a difference.
Oh,
So
well, I'll just take the burn then, I guess.
you get both, but you can just delete that when you're done looking at it.
Okay.
Yeah, most of you are pretty exhausted, Adjutant. You are fatigued. Where let's see, who is?
I'm only fatigued because I took the stimulant.
Yeah, who took the other stimulant?
No one.
Oh, I guess not. I know I did.
So then Adjutant is fatigued, Momo is fatigued, everyone else is exhausted.
Oh, didn't Momo take the
I did.
There was 2 stimulants.
So I'm fatigued but not exhausted.
Adjutant passed the last check. And Stelly took a shot. He did damage on the creature. And I'm noting 5 burn. And
Are we still in the surprise round?
we are still in the surprise round. Stelly, as you're looking, this thing peeks out from behind that vehicle. Give me 1 second. I got to check something. Just checking the range on a spell, guys.
No problem. Spell?
Spell like ability?
No, fine.
This creature seems to crawl along the ground, trying to avoid notice of the rest of the deli.
Another one of those guys over here.
Adjutant has one action.
Do I notice either of them? I suppose this one would be pretty obvious.
That one's pretty obvious. Your attention has also been drawn to the other one by Stelly saying that if you look over there, you'll see it. It's visible.
Well, I think I'm actually just going to focus on the closer one here. -1 because I'm.
Very nice.
Which one is that targeting?
It's the south one.
That is a successful hit. What
I
did you
will give it -2 AC as a biohack. Its
Alright.
armor is just going to be where I guess it'll somehow soften up.
Yeah, maybe a concoction that reduces the rigidity of the swarm chitin.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is it's not like a status effect.
Chitin.
It acts with just about everything.
Here in America, we can pronounce it chitin.
Chitin, chitin, I don't care.
Yeah.
We're not in America. We're on Susquehanna.
Exactly.
I just remember
Weird
somebody
book
told me
on
that
Canada,
before.
too.
Somebody just told me
Alright.
that before. I don't know who it was or anything.
It was probably me. Let's see. So we are done with the surprise round. We're back up to you, Erebus. Mike, is
shoot
that
the one
coming
that popped
through
up.
enough for like the video?
Yeah.
Cool.
What, the Black Sabbath?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a cover. It's fine.
Oh, it's not what's his name? Tony Iommi? Oh.
I don't think that will hit.
Targeting the lower one.
Yeah.
These creatures seem to have weaker armor than the others. Your pistol's bullets easily break through its carapace, causing 1 point of damage.
It goes through its
+4
chitin.
for the trick attack, right? Oh, never mind. You missed on the trick
It's a
attack.
-4. Yeah.
I didn't. I only saw the number, not the minus.
And I move up there. I guess I take the
Alrighty.
first and then shoot.
Concerned about the flying challenge, the creature releases a barb.
Oh fuck! It has
It's-
ranged attacks.
Pooping at you.
Oh, yeah, I guess I would have made a
Fortunately,
knowledge check.
it flies wide of the target, and then it moves in closer. Actually, it took 5 damage at the beginning from the
Right.
burn.
And it's still well below me.
It's coming up. It didn't have to move as far, so it's climbing up at this point.
Okay.
This reminds me of a Sega Genesis game, Combat Cars or something.
All right, so the creature has to make a reflex save versus 15 points of damage. So DC 15, reflex for burn, right? It succeeds and the fire goes out. It is no longer burning. Senka. It is
Okay.
just below you.
Yeah, I'm going to fly here and go up a space. And fire off a round as I fly backwards.
Certainly.
It is flat-footed, right? Oh no, it's not.
With its weakened armor, hits.
Oh, that's
Oh.
Oh, I forgot Adjutant hit it with the
Yep.
Needler.
Yep. Stelly.
Yeah, I'm in a bad spot, so I'm gonna.
Yeah, that one crawls. I mean, it's crawling, but it's not crawling. You know what I mean? It's a bug. It's got lots of legs. It's scuttled over there.
I'm gonna double move over there.
Alrighty.
My savage 20 feet double move.
That sucks. Alder.
Is this one flat-footed in the south?
Nothing is
Yes.
flat-footed.
Okay,
Well,
then I'm going to
it-
attempt to.
It has reduced AC though.
Yes.
I biohacked it weaker.
That lasts for until your next turn, right, Edgenton?
No, those last 7 rounds.
Oh, that one lasts 7 rounds. Wow.
Oh.
Okay. Till
Well,
it's
then
dead, got it.
I'm going to do the one on the top.
Okay.
Or the rest of its life, whichever comes first.
Yeah.
Yeah, inhibitors last 3 plus my key ability score modifier.
So that's an 18.
It's just seems.
See, I don't think these have a sense motive ability. They don't have sense motive. So that would be successful. It is flat-footed to everybody.
Nice.
Shoot that
Nice
one, Momo.
job, Alder. I will.
Do you want to do anything else, Alder?
No.
Okay.
All right.
Momo.
Yeah.
Momo's gonna open up on the top one with his artillery laser.
He told you to shoot the other one.
No, he told me to shoot that one. Wait, which one, Alder? Ah,
It's enough with the weakened armor. Your artillery laser takes it out,
oh, nice. Oh,
and it falls and splats and takes even more damage. Did you wish to move, Momo?
yeah. Momo's gonna jump. Can I just hop over this wall and take cover behind it?
Yep.
Bringing Alder with me. Oh, hold on. I'm trying to use my mouse, but the dog is licking my hand while I do it. All right, come on, Alder. There we go.
I don't know what you mean, Mike. What do you mean telepathy or radio? Like you can calm the communicator in your
Well, he doesn't speak, so.
yeah. No, you have a hard time with communicating with comms. You got to relay through someone else.
Guess I'm gonna need to get like some kind of speech to text or something.
Yeah, give, text to speech
Yeah.
thing on a computer or something.
You got to get
Momo,
like a Stephen Hawking setup. Yeah. So I'm just there taking cover behind the wall.
This creature throws out a actually it flies up into the air. It has a speed of 30, so 15 feet and over this way. Senka, give me a will save
Uh-oh.
as your thoughts become clouded.
Shit. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, your thoughts become clouded.
That's ominous.
Adjutant.
Okay, let's go to here. I'm gonna try to hit it with a lot of that. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, critical hit with a needler. You did 7
Nice.
points of damage plus whatever else.
A -2 AC.
All right.
Sweet.
That worked well the last time.
Yeah, now everybody can focus them down. Since we're all
Nice,
exhausted,
yeah.
I figured it would offset the penalty a little bit.
Yep, exactly. It's a very good plan. Erebus, it's based on where you're squatting. It kind of has a little bit of cover from you there.
Trick attack.
There you go. Nice. You succeed at trick attacking it, making it flat-footed, and then you succeed at damaging it for 6 points.
And it was flat-footed already.
No.
Yeah.
Why? Is that the one you flat-footed?
No, it's biohacked.
Well, its armor is reduced.
Oh, wait.
Flat-footed will stack with that.
The feint.
Was the clever feint on the top one or the bottom one? I thought it was on the bottom.
Whatever, it's done.
It's almost dead. That one is in fact dead, so we'll take it out of the turn. Senka's up. Senka, roll me a d4.
Oh boy. Okay.
Your mind is completely clouded. You attack the nearest creature. It happens to be the bug.
Yay,
Yeah.
confusion! This
Eat
level, I
shit.
hope it's lesser
The bug is
confusion.
in the
damn
air.
it.
Erebus is on the ground, so the bug is
That's
actually.
true.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very smart, is it?
And that's a
We don't
good.
got no brain bugs here.
Let's see. So that was at -4. That still hits. Roll another attack.
Okay.
You're full attacking the closest creature. And that's gonna miss.
Damn,
Just
that's
wanted to
good
use up your
damage.
ammo. And as you finish attacking, your mind clears and you're like, what? And then you're like, oh, thank God I shot the right thing. Skelly.
Okay, I'm gonna do a herring fire at the bug, and then I'm gonna move.
Okay.
So -3. Hey,
Hey, you succeed. It takes everything you've got to get over that K rail.
so don't screw this up. Whoever's gonna attack, you get a +2.
Oh, you get a +2 to hit, right? I don't even. I'm not going to put any symbol. Alder, you're up.
Already flat-footed. I'm just gonna try to shoot it.
Alder
Yeah.
shoots at it, and he hits it. What is the range from there? I think you hit it. Auto pistol has a stupid 30-foot range. It's 15 feet in the air. It's probably just outside. You hit it. I'm not even going to fool around with you. You hit it. It's got penalties. What did I do? I did that wrong. All right. You kill it. It falls out of the sky.
Yeah. Nice shot.
You managed to put some holes through it, and it falls out of the.
Aw.
Oh, we'll get some more music in a minute. Just wait.
You're welcome, guys, for that awesome covering fire there.
Ooh. I wonder if
This wasn't
anybody's
easy.
still alive in these cars.
Give me a perception check.
Alrighty.
Be more interested to see if the cars themselves were alive.
I don't know. Yeah.
Get out
Sure.
of here faster.
I don't know. This seems pretty congested.
Momo, you don't see anyone alive in the cars. However, Alder, actually, your 15 perception is good. Why did I say? Oh no, Momo doesn't see anything. But Alder, riding on Momo, sees a bag hanging out of one of the half-opened rear doors of this blue car of this silver car up here.
Momo, right there.
Investigating that, you find a what appears to be a Starfinder backpack. There's some stuff in it. Are you guys interested in taking a rest?
I'm interested in taking
Well,
the
aren't we
equipment.
pretty close to the fort?
You just need to get across this bridge. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like you guys took too much damage, but
Let's rest when we
you
get
guys
there, then.
could take a rest and expend. You figure you've got time. If you wanted to take 10 minutes to recover, you probably could. I'm going to get you a list of what was in the bag right now.
It's probably a good idea to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Hmm.
Up to you guys now.
I have no interest in staying here any longer.
Look at all this stuff you found. We found, Momo.
Nice.
Yeah, nice stuff. Good eyes, Elder.
You
Did Erebus see anything else? Didn't Erebus?
No.
Didn't you roll like a over 20?
Yeah,
Yes.
she noticed it as you guys were moving up to inspect it.
Oh, fair enough.
That was the treasure for killing the bugs, guys.
Do any of these cars look like they're still in usable condition?
Yes, but the other ones are in the way, and you don't see anything that would really push everything out of the way. I mean, these cars are fairly spaced out right here, but the other ones are more congested. And as soon as you start heading the rest of the way across the bridge, in the distance, you hear a klaxon begin to blare. Your comm units spark to life. Swarm army approaching! Proceeding with destruction of Karazhan Bridge. All civilians, clear the area.
We should move. Even though I guess
Run!
we're civilians.
Let them know we're here because I can't use the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll relay through the message that we're almost across. Don't blow yet.
Understood, Midnight Squad. We'll give you as long as we can, but if we don't blow this bridge soon, none of us are going to survive.
Understood. We'll double time it.
As fast as we can go.
Yeah, I know.
You realize you have a very limited window of time to escape this bridge before it
Who's
explodes.
who's the slowest of us right now?
Probably me, Stelly.
Probably Stelly.
Stelly, take the Momo hands Stelly the other stimulant. Pop this.
Time to get jacked.
That'll bring your speed back up to 25.
Time to get jacked. Let's go.
Yeah, that takes you to fatigued instead of exhausted. But there's still other exhausted party members, I believe.
Yeah, but they would be faster than
The
Stelly
10
would.
feet, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Not much. As you begin scurrying across the bridge, the rest of the way across the bridge, you find your first obstacle is a pileup of land vehicles, a maze of twisted metal. Each of you give me a perception check to see if you can find a path through it.
Through it.
Ooh.
Yeah, over it's not going to work for everybody else, Senka.
Okay. Well, can I? In that case, can my perception check be in support of everyone else's roll?
It's based on the number of successes in the party. So your success certainly helps the rest of the party.
Got it.
Can I attempt to acrobatics over it?
Hold on.
Let's see.
My check is bad.
Okay.
Climbing is athletics.
So it looks like you guys with Senka's help in the sky, you quickly find a way through the maze of cars and move yourselves beyond it.
So if everybody rolls a natural one on that perception check, it's just TPK, the bridge blows up.
So
probably.
So this is kind of a skill challenge.
Yeah.
But they've got it kind of each obstacle has a certain skill, and then based on the results, certain results gain you so many points. At the end, the number of points you have will determine the amount of damage you take from the explosion.
Oh.
Oh, fun.
So we could die here.
Uh-oh.
You could die.
Yep.
You could die in the explosion. You quickly pass the maze of cars, and even in your exhaustion, you run as hard as you can. Just and as you're running, you come up to a spot where it appears a bombardment from an airborne swarm vessel has weakened the bridge. You can see that there are big holes in the bridge, and you can see the rebar sticking through and cracks in the concrete. You need to find a safe route through. You should make an engineering or survival check, whichever is better for you.
That would be.
Momo's really contributing.
Momo, you don't have a clue, but
I'm
Erebus
just taking.
and
I'm
Senka,
just listening to Alder.
Erebus and Senka easily guide the rest of the group of you through the area, locating the structurally sound spots so that you don't fall through the bridge. And you press on. A large transport vehicle, jackknife and overturned, lies across both lanes of the highway. As you look, you can see this is your last, the last obstacle before you clear the bridge. Athletics to scramble over the wreckage, or acrobatics to squeeze between the cabin trailer.
Can I just like hop off and walk under it?
Yeah.
There you go, Alder. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's see here. So, starting with Erebus's acrobatics check, gains a. You succeed well and can grant a +2 circumstance bonus for someone that follows you. Let's see. All right.
Do you want me to roll because it helps with the party and everything, and it's set up for that?
I mean, the rolls are all high enough. You guys have already gotten the most amount of points that you can get, or the so I'll explain it to you. I'm going to do the climactic end of this bridge thing real quick, and then I'll explain to you what you guys did and how your rolls were like phenomenal, even with your penalties to your reflex and strength-based checks. Right? In the end, you guys all took your -3s and -1s, right?
No, I didn't.
Well, I figured that was going to come out of the check. Like my legs was a 20, not a 21.
Your guys' rolls were high enough. On the other side of the overturned truck, the edge of the bridge is visible. You sprint towards safety and hear the final countdown blasting from loudspeakers in the distance. It's nearly drowned out by the screech of hundreds of swarm creatures as they begin to cross the bridge. The countdown ends and massive explosion rips through the bridge's understructure, engulfing the horde. A shockwave rolls over you with intensity and pushes you the last few feet off the bridge. Everyone give me a reflex. Don't forget your penalty for, well, you guys can't put in the penalty. So we'll see what your saves look like.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
8 for Momo.
Alder, you're fine, right?
Yeah, I'm totally fine.
Okay, you have no penalties. Let's see. Let's start at the top here. Erebus, you are fatigued. You have a -1 penalty, right? Or are you?
I'm exhausted.
You're exhausted. You have a -3. All right. Momo is fatigued.
-1.
-1. You still rolled really low. Stelly is fatigued. -1. You rolled really low. Alder's fine. Senka is not well. You were helping your comrades along, so got caught in the blast wave. And Adjutant was fatigued and does fine. So Alder and Adjutant take half damage of 4. Everyone else takes 4. You guys did very well, and you guys made it quite a ways away from the blast before it happened. So what happened there on the first obstacle? You did the perception. As long as half of you succeeded, half or more succeeded, then you gained points equal to the number of PCs. So the fact that you had a large number of PCs gave you 6 points off the bat for that one because you succeeded. The next one at the second obstacle with the bridge, only one person needed to succeed, and you will get points equal to the number of PCs. Another 6 points. You're at 12 points now. Third obstacle, you gained a point for everyone who succeeded. And those that did beat the check by 5 or more were able to grant a +2 to someone else doing the same check after them. And then so based on the escape points, if you had gotten 4 or less escape points, the damage would have been 3d6, and the DC for half would have been 16.
That's a killer right there.
Yeah.
Everybody would have dead.
Oh yeah. 5 to 9 was 2d6 with a DC 14, and 10 or more was a d6 with a DC 12. So you guys did really good. It saved your butts, especially since, and obviously it was made more challenging by the fatigue and the exhaustion.
Yeah.
I'll grant you that, Michael. Data jack and computer.
Yeah. Is there a way to use the simple sheet locally?
How do you mean?
Like on my web browser, not just like offline.
No, I don't think so because we're browser.
How do you edit it?
Online. I edit it. Most times I edit it straight through Roll20's custom character sheet.
I only asked because I went to the GitHub and stuff, and I downloaded the files, and it wasn't playing nice.
Yeah, I mean, I'll talk to you about it after the game. I actually have some space I want to get to, a place I want to get to in the adventure today.
Okay, I was just curious.
We're at what, an hour and a half already? So
yes.
Well, stop kicking her ass so bad, jeez.
After the explosion, you make your way through the resulting debris and reach the bulwarks behind which the 3rd Battalion Demolition Squad monitored the operation. The SDF soldiers there greet you and offer to give you a ride to Fort Gallant from their nearby vehicles.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yes.
You guys are some crazy bastards. We've had that bridge cleared and prepped for the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, well, there's only so much we
We
can
got a
do.
late start on the evac.
Covering the civilians, eh? That's what heroes do.
Just point me the nearest rack.
Yeah, sure.
They get you to Fort Gallant in short order, and as you're exiting the vehicle, one of the members in the back, hey, just wanted to let's see. That was a mighty harrowing escape you guys had. I've got some extra supplies from the I guess some extra ordnance that we have that you guys can have. Here, you guys take this stuff. And she hands one of you a small containing a detonator, motion trigger, 3 Mark 1 frag grenades, and 1 Mark 1 incendiary grenade. And then she winks. Blast some Vexers for me.
Do you got any batteries by chance?
She points you into the fort. They can help you out in there.
I can put my daughter in bed.
Momo's eyes get enormous at the sight of the grenades and the detonator.
So you get ushered in. You can see that Fort Gallant, a small SDF training facility, is ringed by some concrete barriers, chain link fence, and a few concrete emplacements containing heavy weapon turrets. But those are the only fortifications this encampment has to offer. As you enter the area, you walk by about 100 civilians civilians and a far smaller number of weary-looking soldiers milling around some hastily erected tents. One of the soldiers approaches you, introduces himself. "Hey, I'm Lieutenant Gorham." No, put your hands down. We don't need to worry about that," as he says, dispensing with the formalities of an enlisted soldier. "You all made it out of Bernua alive. Not many members of the 5th were as lucky as you. Commander Najiri has asked to receive situation reports directly from all new arrivals immediately. Let me take you to her now." He leads you off to one of the few two-story structures in the camp. Ushers you up a small external staircase without another word. The door at the top has a placard outside that reads Commander General Darkwyn. As you step inside, you're hit with the unmistakable smells of antiseptic and blood. The office inside is a mess, with a large wooden desk in the center and piles of data pads and electronic maps pushed off onto the floor. A human woman in a long military coat lies on the table being tended by a pair of SDF medics. One moment. Got to get on the right layer. A name tag on her shoulder reads H. Najiri. Her left leg is badly hurt. Most of the muscle and flesh has been ripped to shreds, and the underlying bone is visible. The wound looks fairly recent, but the signs of infection are already apparent. She bites down on the leather handle of a survival knife. One of the medics finished cutting through the femur with a laser scalpel. The destroyed leg falls to the ground with a sickening thud, and the woman stifles a scream as she jabs herself with a serum of healing. When she notices you, she focuses her attention on you as the medics continue to attend to her. "You all just crossed the Demether? Welcome to Fort Gallant. The Commander General is dead. His second died of his wounds a few hours ago. I'm what's left of the command structure here. Name's Commander Hadia Jiri. I apologize for the blood. Just got back a few hours ago from fighting off the swarm to the south. One of the little buggers snuck up on me while I was pulling the pin from a grenade. Nearly took my leg off. Our field medic didn't survive the ambush, and the trek here didn't do the wound any favors. Instead of hobbling around for the rest of the war, I opted for a cybernetic replacement. If you don't mind being debriefed while the good doctors here do their work, I'd like to hear about how you made it out for Noah alive."
Well,
Out of luck.
We ran.
yep. And Major
Things
Jaldamark, the Major didn't make it.
The Major? Your previous commanding officer? Who was it?
Major Jaldamark.
I wouldn't count him out so easily.
I don't know. He's a
We
tough
might see him
bastard.
again. He's a tough bastard.
Well, we didn't see him die, but boy, he was wading in, giving everybody else cover.
That was a lot of bugs.
It was also a lot of organs out of his side.
Yeah.
Great. You guys got any questions for me right now?
Where's the nearest rack
nice
and some
look.
ammo?
That's the nearest beds. We need rest.
Yeah. Don't we all? Lieutenant
Okay,
Gorham can
understand.
hook you up with some with a ration of UPBs. You can get some more gear, whatever you need. The medics will help you out other than that, and we can get you some beds in the barracks.
Understood.
Thank you, ma'am. We're just happy to help the cause.
Good new friends here.
Could
Let's
use
see.
a rest.
The
Pretty there.
medics complete the installation of her prosthetic. She nods in approval as she tests the augmentation, flexing her new leg at the knee. You all be off now. Well fought, soldiers. Get some shut-eye. You've earned it. Oh, wait. And she says something quick into her communicator, and Lieutenant Gorham comes back into the room. You might want to talk with Quartermaster Jankser first if you need new equipment, so she can have a few hours to fabricate gear we don't have on hand. Lieutenant will set you up with that allowance I mentioned. Make them count. I don't know when we can afford to requisition more. As
Do you get?
Lieutenant Gorham escorts you out of the room, He hands each of you a metallic order form engraved with an allowance of 1,000 UPBs.
Each?
Oh, each
Nice.
1,000 UPBs each.
Nice.
That's like doubling our
I
starting
was-
stuff.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to have that much, so I have no idea what I would buy.
Yeah, Quartermaster Jankser can hook you guys up. We'll swing by her tent and see about getting you guys some new equipment. She doesn't have it on hand. She's got printers that can make it in a few hours.
That's very handy.
As you
Thank
leave the office, Lieutenant Gorham points you guys towards the quartermaster's station and then a barracks just beyond where you can get some rest. He excuses himself from you, go take care of some other duties.
Duty.
He's gonna go do his duty. It's a big duty. I just watched Wreck-It Ralph the other day.
Hero's duty.
All right, so what are you guys gonna do? You gotta make your way over and see what you can get made up.
Yeah.
Let me check something real quick.
This seems like as good a time as any to take a pause, though, because we're gonna need to think through what we need to get.
Yeah. Let's see. All right. I was checking to see when you guys are supposed to make level 2.
Never.
Yeah, that's what I want to know for
Never.
purchasing reasons.
Not yet.
Looks like we're still level 1.
Yeah. So you guys are thinking about what you want. Do you guys need a break to get something to drink?
I probably need to go ahead and talk to my daughter. She's crying.
All right. We'll take 10.
Alrighty.
And we'll come back. Well, make it 13. We'll come back right at midnight. Midnight my time. Top of the hour.
10-4. 10-4.
Hey, GM, you there?
Oh, I think he stepped away.
All right.
Didn't make any plans with this character yet for purchases, so I don't even know.
Yeah, I actually expected to die, so
We're all gonna die.
Come on, you ape! You want to live forever? There's our reference.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get a ring of resistance.
install a dragon clan for shits and giggles.
My Dead Sons group did that, and like the 4 of them lined up one combat.
Oh my gosh.
All 4 of them wound up and just breath weapon this thing. Four different breath weapons.
Which book?
That was book 1.
Oh, was it the thing at the end?
Yeah, the yellow thing at the end.
All right, we're limited to tier 1 and tier level 1, level 2 weapons and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
They asked for Starfinder Society rules.
Ew, who would use that?
Me, apparently. pretty early in the game, so I didn't really know where else to go with it.
Oh, well. We don't use those rules around here. Alright, I think armor's probably more important right now. Let's see what level
Actually,
2.
finished that campaign. It was pretty intense.
Yeah, it's level 2 armor. Let's see what we got. Hidden Soldier, Formian Plate, Iridescent Shell, Hell Knight Armiger.
I might actually just hold on to that.
So you guys thinking about
Dash.
what you can get?
Yeah. What are we limited here?
Is anyone say not here if you're not here?
Not here.
Right. Yeah. Let's see. It looks like everyone's blinking is Scrove here. Zach, you here?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I want to go through this next little encounter and get you guys to the quartermaster, so that you don't think too grand with your UPBs. But anyway, so you're moving across the courtyard towards the quartermaster's vehicle. You notice it looks like the quartermaster has set up in the what appears to be back of a half-track SDF vehicle. You're walking, and as you are walking across the courtyard, a short, slender human woman with blue-black hair and a look of innocence approaches you.
Yeah. Don't trust that hoe.
Howdy.
Don't trust anybody.
Here she is.
I trust her.
You trust her.
No, no, absolutely not.
She looks like she's about to ask us if we want something to ease the pain.
That's my question to ask.
What in best Mars tentacles can we do for you?
Let's see. Thank you for your service to Suscalon. I just want to let you know I will keep you in my prayers to Imade each night. You guys can give me a sense motive check, since you're all kind of, I don't trust her.
Yeah.
And
Hell's a civilian.
Oh,
What the hell's a
I
civilian
guess
doing
that's
over here?
funny.
her bluff. Huh? So
Oh, we're already turning on our allies.
I don't know. What's
not
this?
I mean, anyone beat?
Totally trustworthy.
Let's see, Momo, Erebus. You guys are both.
And me.
Oh yeah, 21. Alder, you're all Senka's like looking the other direction. You're all a little doubtful of her as she moves up to pat Stelly. No, to pat Adjutant on the shoulder. The androids probably look a little less threatening than the rest of you. Let's see.
I give her a big hug.
Yeah, she goes to pat you on the back and then takes the hug. The rest of you, actually, all of you, can give me a what do you call it? Perception check as she does this.
So, because I'm thinking pickpocket, can I use sleight of hand to look for the tricks of pickpocketing?
Sleight of hand is to do it.
Okay.
Perception is to perceive it.
Yep.
Several of you, it looks like, notice her reach for Adjunt's pistol.
If I see that she's going to
Flipping her hand down towards his belt, or her belt, she attempts to take the pistol. Adjunt probably even notices, definitely, and slips away. And you kind of let go of her. What are you guys gonna do about this?
Shoot the
I
bitch.
have my knife out.
I give her another hug and hold her.
She wriggles from your grasp and says with a
Give me
smile.
that back.
She didn't actually take it. She didn't manage to get a hold of it. You caught her before she could take it. So you still have all your gear. She shrugs with a smirk and says, "It's hard times out there, soldier. And something like this will be worth triple in a few days. or whatever price one could set. Look, you can't blame an inspired businesswoman like me for trying, can you?
Yes.
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 Nobody can blame me for getting caught.
Senka raises her rifle. We are going to be placing you under arrest now.
You done
Listen,
got
listen,
you done
listen.
got caught, man.
Listen, I'm strapped for UPBs at the moment, but I have these credits that spend just as well off world. If you let me go, you can have this cred stick and whatever it has on it.
We really don't care.
Honestly.
At the moment, if we allow you to continue stealing from our soldiers will be less equipped and less able to defend themselves against the bugs. We don't have the option to let you continue. We're placing you under arrest.
She does the whole teenager thing. You call over some of the security forces because you're just too tired to deal with this crap.
Yeah.
They arrest her. They quickly take her into custody. You say she was trying to steal from you? All right,
And
we've
she's
been
trying
having
to
some
bribe us
reports.
with this cred stick too. She has.
Well, she held on to bribe you. Okay.
Yep.
We've
Definitely bribery as well.
we've had some reports of items going missing. We'll take care of it. Thanks a lot. Have as good an evening as you can. And they take her away, and as they're carting her off, you see the cred stick on the ground. She must have palmed it so that they didn't find it. But they're already yards away. And what do you guys want to do about the cred stick?
Well, I mean, we should
Senka's
probably
gonna take it.
pick it up.
Senka's gonna pick it up and pass it to Alder. Actually,
All right.
if
Alder.
if anyone can hide this long enough, it's probably you. If we run across her again, she may want this back.
Does it have a name on it or something? Like,
There's no identifying marks, but Alder examines it and finds that there's 500 credits on it.
All right. If
maybe there's a
She
lost
is
and
Trying
found.
to hide it from her. A part of my arm kind of pops open. I literally have a hideaway in my arm.
oh, excellent. Senka
Yeah,
just tosses it to you then.
It's definitely useful.
Click.
With that, you make your way the rest of the way to the quartermaster's vehicle without any issues. As you approach, you hear the sounds of a matter printer humming away in the back of the vehicle, and you come around and you notice a spry Yosoki engineer with a belt sander going at a piece of metal. She looks up and kills the sander, greets you with a toothy grin. You must be the group that just made it across the bridge. Greetings. Hopefully the commander set you up with a UPB allowance by now. She gestures to a few plastic containers in the vehicle behind her. I've got most of the standard issue equipment, but if you want something specially made, it'll take me a couple of hours to print it up. I could probably do about 2 custom items for you. Also, I can slag anything you don't want. Oh, by the way, name's Jenkser.
Hey, Jenkser.
Good to see you. Meet you.
So, in mechanical terms, she has all first and second level basic melee weapons, small arms, long arms, and suits of armor on hand. She can craft most technological items, weapons, and armor up to 3rd level. The matter printer can't produce magical or hybrid items. You can charge all your batteries and environmental protections for free as you rest. And Jenkser can recycle any unwanted items to 10% of their value in UPBs.
Ooh.
So that's what you kind of need to be thinking about.
All right.
Okay.
Do we need to go through that now, or
Now
is
you
that
can,
just we can
I
do
mean,
it?
if you're planning on picking up a specific weapon, I would do that now.
I want to get a new set of armor.
At this point, she continues to talk to you. Yeah, I can do all that, and the medics will patch you up over there in the barracks. Shouldn't take long, but you should get some rest while I make this stuff.
Good call.
The SDF, you guys make it over to the barracks, a large open building filled with bunk beds. You rest here for the next 9 to 8 hours, removing your exhausted and fatigued conditions. As well, the medics show up and treat your wounds using both standard medicine and serums of healing. Everyone's at full health.
Nice.
You guys want to take like 10 minutes to talk about what you want to pick up? Is there any specific gear you're looking for?
Nice. Save it.
Kaya core plating. Where is that from?
Alien Archive.
Alien Archive.
Here's
One?
Here's the Archive in Nessus.
You got a link on archives? There we
Yeah.
go. Let me take a look at what that is.
It looks like it's just heavy armor level 2.
Brave the Waste of the... No, I'm going to say that's not available.
Yeah, these are the special plates from the animals.
Yeah, because it's a piece of a living creature. So,
All right.
I mean the matter printer could make something similar, but it wouldn't be the same.
And how about basic Arita shell? That's just, I think, in the core book.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Whatever level that is.
It's a level 2 heavy armor.
Level 2's there. Just expend the UPBs as if they were credits.
And then I can trade in my previous heavy armor.
Yep, you can trade it in for basically 10% of the UPBs.
Hidden soldier armor. It's that core book.
Yeah.
Is that what you had, Hidden Soldier?
No,
or is
I have EVA.
Okay. What did Momo have before?
I had Lashunta Ringwear 1.
Okay, so you pick up 42 credits for that. Your Irida Shell Basic is 755 minus 42 is 713.
Yeah.
So you got that. You want to pick up Hidden Soldier armor?
Yeah.
All right, that's Hidden Soldier is 465. You're dropping off your EVA suit.
Yep.
Your EVA suit was how much was your EVA suit? That's from a armory, right?
I don't know. EVA suit 200.
Okay, so you pick up 20, so it's 20 less than 655, was it?
Hidden Soldier is 465.
465, 20 less is 445. So that would be your difference.
Okay, 445.
And yes, the EVA suit 200. That was from
Was she able to do armor upgrades as well?
Alder wants to get a Dragon Glam Worm Acid. It's magic level 2.
It's biotech.
Alder's in good condition. You don't need to rest as much as because you took it easy on the hike. So yeah, you can get they can print up the necessary parts and biotech the rest of it and get it installed. Let's see.
I guess I'm going with electricity rather than acid.
It's not a magical or hybrid.
No, it's not.
It's strictly biotech. Yeah, sure. You can throw one of those in there. I don't see a problem with that. What was the cost of those? I don't remember the cost.
$755. I had 54 credits left, so I have $299 left.
Yeah, that's fine. $755. So you drop that easily from the UPPs. Let's see. Yeah, you don't want acid. Most bugs are immune to that. The
Quartermaster probably know that.
What was that?
The Quartermaster probably would have known that actually.
Oh yeah, the medics would have known that because everyone you see has like acid burn damage as well as scars, and the scars and everything else are other bits. You know, like from the claws and those barbs and things, but acid is the big thing from the bugs. And Jenksor also explains that you shouldn't worry about medic supplies. they'll patch you up and they'll grant you some supplies should you be sent out again.
I'm gonna pick up a battery too. An extra battery.
Yep, sure. If you want to pick up an extra battery, that's fine. It's already charged.
All right, and she said we could charge our weapons as well, our batteries.
Any batteries you have are fully charged. All of your armor is fully charged now. You guys are all fully healed. Give yourself full hit points, full stamina points, full resolve points for your night's rest.
Yay!
And let's see, is there anything you guys want made? Any third level or higher stuff? Is anyone looking to get a level 3 item? I mean, level 3 items, the core rulebook, I don't think even has, they have very few level 3 items. The armory has some more. Is anyone looking to upgrade a weapon or anything?
Hey, do we still have that Starfinder backpack?
Absolutely.
Yes.
You have that Starfinder backpack, which is phenomenal, by the way.
I just wanted to get the synaptic accelerators, which is a level 3 item, but I can't afford it yet.
Okay, yeah.
How much do you need? How much do you need?
1400.
Yeah, how much do you need?
So I would need about 400.
You only have 1,000. You spent every single one of your credits.
All credits left over from initial.
Okay.
It has to be 385.
Well, I've got 299 I can give you if somebody else will spot the rest of it.
It's alright, I could just save it until later.
Okay, it goes the same for anyone else who's trying to get something. I have 299 that I'm not using. And Adler will happily help out the rest of the squad.
Let's see.
Bye.
By the way, I don't know if it matters, but
You only need 86 credits
footage-
after that if somebody else
the
was
footage is
would have
getting
extra.
uploaded of what happened through the fights and everything, and then including the attempted theft of us and bribing of us by her.
Yeah.
So that's going up on the net
Okay,
for everyone to see.
sounds good.
Can't stop the signal.
Does anyone else have any questions or whatever about what they want to get purchased?
I'm really, really tempted to ask Alder if he wants to kick in so I can get a flamethrower, but I actually don't think I have enough. Plus, that would put me at the edge of my ununcovered weight limit while I'm carrying Alder.
Well, you could carry that backpack, which gives you a +4.
Yeah, the Starfinder backpack.
Yeah, the Starfinder backpack increases. It's like the industrial backpack, except increases like by 4 your
yeah.
bulk by 4 or something.
Well, I mean, I'm fine. I've got pretty decent coverage, and it's also I don't even if you gave me all of your UPBs, Alder, Momo's only got after buying that armor another 300. Yeah. It's not close. Maybe next time. Next time we'll get a flamethrower.
Okay.
Momo's really excited about having
say
way too many
everyone should
weapons.
Either save up for your level 4 items or pick up something now. I mean, obviously,
Wait.
picked up some armor.
You got that other cred stick with 500 credits on it.
Yeah,
but it's credits. It's not worth anything on the planet right now. You remember he said that UPBs were the only currency being utilized.
Allegedly.
Oh, so you can't even trade it for.
yeah.
UPBs here.
At the with the quartermaster, you need UPBs. Credits ain't gonna cut it because they don't know when they're gonna get any more UPB shipments.
Real quick, is anybody else excited about? You know what? I'm gonna buy a sticky bomb grenade too.
Sure.
Okay. Oh, I can use grenades too, Momo. I'm proficient with them.
Oh, all right.
You guys did get that case. You've got those leftover munition.
I know. That's what I was talking about. If who else is excited about it other than Momo is very excited.
All right. Additionally, you guys can, if you think of something else, or you come up with something you want after you hear new orders, you could come back and pick something else up.
Do you have any suggestions?
I mean, armor's good. Upgrading weapons is good. Spare batteries if you get separated from the group.
Do batteries work for armor?
No. Armor has to be charged by itself, but I mean, if you have a weapon that takes batteries or spare ammunition,
I got plenty of ammunition.
Yeah. All right. Whatever you guys. I mean, if you think there's something you might need. Anyway.
Is there time for me to get a data jack?
Yeah, they can put a data jack in.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Shit, 625. Do I have enough for that?
Close.
No, I don't. Shit, never mind.
How much do
You
you
can save
need?
it for later.
No, I'll save it for another. As long as I can talk to you guys, I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not super important for his computers yet. So the next morning, you awake and are greeted by Lieutenant Gordon. Commander Najari would like to speak with you again.
Figures.
He says, waiting for you guys to get dressed. Afterwards, he begins leading you back to her office. However, outside the barracks, a crowd is gathered around a central figure standing on a wooden crate that elevates him a few feet above everyone else. You notice a human man with thinning hair wearing a dirty lab coat. Attached to one of the coat's front pockets is a security ID from his place of employment. Bronze Beam Research Consortium, with his picture and name printed underneath. Lochwart Z. He appears to be in the middle of a speech when you pass by. The SDF forces here have no idea what is actually happening. I worked for military intelligence in Bernoa for the last 6 months, and the amount they discovered about the swarm in that time couldn't fill a child's datapad. The psychic connection we observed with swarm subjects is stronger here on Suskalon than anywhere else in the vast. The swarm has fortified its components' minds, bolstered its numbers, and taken the capital and probably 2/3 of the entire planet. We're outgunned here, and the only option we have left is to run or die. If you think the 100 or so soldiers here will protect you, you're sorely mistaken. If they wanted, the swarm could storm these fortifications and drag every one of us out in our sleep. The crowd erupts in cries of fear and anger. Some of them begin to push one another, and a few nearby soldiers grip their rifles tightly in anticipation of a riot.
Hey, Adler, you
A
might
small
wanna-
handful of civilians break off from the group and block your way, demanding, "What's going on? What do you know? What aren't you telling us?"
Adler, would you like to talk to
I'm going to lie to him, tell him everything's fine. We have things under control. We're working on a solution. Things of that.
Okay, give me that bluff check. Do you want to add your D6? All right. You pass off some information to the civilians. You know, something they want to hear. Tell them what they need to know. And they step aside. They take what you have to say, and they seem to believe what you're saying for the most part, and they step aside and let you pass. As you're moving on, you hear the man talking with one of the other forces. My name is Xantos Lochwart, member of Bronze Beam Research Consortium, perhaps the foremost expert on the swarm of this planet, has left to offer. Do you really think that you have knowledge about the enemy soldier?
That's the crazy dude?
Yeah,
the guy who was inciting the group? How close are we to him?
This is the last bit of stuff you hear from him.
Okay.
And I mean, he's not talking to you. He's talking to another soldier that happens to be helping disperse the crowd. After a short amount of time, they do get the crowd. Actually, if one of you wants to give me a life science check, or do any of you want to participate in the conversation with Mr. Lochwart here?
Oh, Momo does.
All right, Momo, give me a life science check.
Yeah.
Knowing
Hey!
something-
Oh, that's not what Momo's doing.
All right,
Chime in
well,
if I know something.
Ajetin, you know some facts about the swarm, and you're pretty sure that you could match his knowledge, if not present him with something he didn't already know.
Good job.
You follow Momo over, and you speak to him, and you ask him about this obscure fact about the swarm that you know, and he's like, oh, yes, of course. I suppose perhaps you have some idea of what you're talking about. He steps down from his crate and scuttles away. The deflated.
Before he does, Momo just wants to say, "Hey, stop making life worse by making people afraid." And Momo will flick a lit cigarette butt in his face.
And it doesn't. The closer members of the crowd kind of give Momo a look of, really? But for the most part, the crowd's agitation deflates, and they slowly go back to their tents.
Bravo Zulu, adjutant.
And you guys begin making your way back towards the commander's office. However, a young female human, one of the medics you recognize from attaching Commander Najiri's prosthetic leg the previous day, approaches you. Oh, thank you so much for calming that down. Dr. Loachword has been stirring up trouble since he got here. Last time, a handful of people ended up with black eyes and broken noses. Since we don't need them this time, why don't you take these serums of healing? And she hands you a small satchel containing 3 Mark I serums of healing.
Nice. Why don't we just
Very
kick
nice.
him out of the damn camp then if he's causing so much of an issue?
Because he's a civilian and he's got to be protected.
Yeah. Obviously, he can protect himself.
He's such an expert. I'm sure he can figure it out.
He seems to know so much about this.
Why doesn't he can go communicate with them and try to get their peace treaty or something?
I think he said something about volunteering to do some field research on his own.
Yeah, some forward scouting for the group.
SDF.
Yes.
Alrighty then.
Let's go see the commander.
You guys finish making your way to Commander Najiri's office.
She's probably gonna get promoted soon.
You find her practicing a few off-balance side kicks while standing on her prosthetic leg. The chamber has been tidied a bit, and a holographic map of the surrounding region is projected onto the one wall. You can give me perception or profession soldier checks.
Can I use profession mercenary instead?
I ain't paying no attention.
Yeah, I'm still off thinking about what I'm gonna buy.
Okay.
I'm
Your kid's being a little weird.
Yeah, he asked me why don't ants get sick?
But what's the answer?
Because they have little antibodies.
outstanding.
Very good.
Outstanding.
Very good.
I love dad jokes.
Yeah. So let's see. What did we get from these checks? We've got a 22 perception from Adjunct, mercenary for Momo, a 15. Not really helpful in this
24
case.
soldier check.
Fair enough.
24 soldier check from Stelly. So Stelly and Adjutant, you guys both realize that the map shows that the swarm is winning the war.
It's inevitable.
Well, no shit. We saw that while we were going through it.
When the
Yeah,
space
personal
station
experience
came
of that
crashing
part.
down.
As she Commander Nadiri stops with her practice kicks and offers you all small tin cups filled with hot coffee as she begins to speak.
Yes.
Early this morning, I received a call from President Dagalon. Suskalon is lost. He gestures to the map. In a few days, this is all going to be swarm country, but we still have a lot of work to do before we let them have it. Get suited up because we're scuttling the fort in an hour to make our way west via convoy into Sator region to assist with the planetary evacuation. It's the end of the world, soldiers. She
End of this
dismisses
world.
you
End of this
without giving
world.
you any time for questions. You go now. I have other things I have to do. I've got to give orders to the camp and notify the civilians. Return to Quartermaster Jankser and pick up any new equipment you ordered.
Can we get a copy of the map?
Yeah, basically you can download a copy of the map
All right, cool.
somewhere. adjutant.
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 Isn't
Okay.
it a long U?
It's a weird word.
No, not really. Just adjutant.
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 Okay.
Adjutant.
Guess it depends on what country you're in.
I stole it from
let's see.
StarCraft.
Yeah.
So you make your way back to Quartermaster Jankser and pick up any equipment that she was fabricating. And if you wish, you can volunteer to help civilians pack up into large armored personnel carriers. Whatever the case, you look around and the mood is grim.
Momo will definitely go and assist the civilians.
Yeah.
Yep, and I'll assist as well. I also want to make sure that even though she was a bitch and tried to steal from us, that the prisoner gets taken with us.
Yes, the prisoners are being taken. She is being taken. She's being prevented from thieving from anyone else, but she is not being left to die. She is a person.
Should we give her a cred stick back?
You're not
Yeah.
you're not easily permitted access to her because she's being for lack of a better word, quarantined. She's being restrained elsewhere. Once the convoy is ready to leave Fort Gallant, Lieutenant Gorham finds you and assigns you your job. You'll be rear guard for this trip.
In the rear with the gear.
Yep. You'll be operating mounted weapons on that SDF mobile striker over there. One of our most heavily armored assault vehicles.
That'd have been useful 2 years
Seen
ago.
a lot of use during the war. It's already got a drive. So all you guys got to do is figure out who wants to man the machine guns and the flak cannons.
Just need
Wish
to
you
know
the-
where
wish
they
you
are.
the best. Shortly after you take your positions, the convoy begins the journey on the roads and highways that have been cleared of vehicles. The border of the Sathor region is 2 hours from Fort Gallant. As the encampment falls into the distance, you see controlled explosion engulf the fort, a standard procedure to keep structures out of the enemy hands. Unfortunately, the explosion and the trail of smoke can be seen for many miles. An hour after you get underway, a distant buzzing sound grows louder and louder as a small swarm starship crests a frozen hillside and approaches the convoy. Did I not put a picture of that thing up here? I didn't put a picture of that.
No.
Wait, let me grab that. And I want you guys to see this. That's
What do we need to do for deciding who's on what, and how many weapons are?
So the craft, the mobile striker you're on, has 2 machine guns and 2 flat cannons. So you guys can decide who wants to be where. There's a few extra seats up front. There's also, it's a mobile strike unit, but it's also got some space for soldiers in the back with near the gun emplacements.
So probably Steli, Momo, Senka, and Erebus on the guns, I'm guessing.
Absolutely, Erebus, if it's as long as it's level 3 or less.
Yep. Yeah, those are all level 1 stuff.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, that's
you
fine.
guys will probably be best for shooting things.
Well, hopefully I've been rolling
Yeah.
like shit today, so.
Well,
All right.
then you're due.
Yeah, now I get to roll my good rolls, huh? What the hell's that?
Ah,
Is this
so
ours?
this
Bug
is-
ship.
A small swarm starship crests the frozen
Oh.
hillside and approaches the convoy. As it gets closer, the vessel launches a pulsing green torpedo. The weapon explodes only a few dozen feet away, engulfing the cabin of the rear mobile striker in a gout of acid. The driver screams in pain and slumps against the steering yoke, causing the vehicle to list to one side.
Wait, bugs can make that?
That is a bug.
Apparently.
That's a bug? Looks like more
That
like
is
a...
That's a bug.
It is a
It doesn't-
living starship.
Ah, it doesn't look very living.
That's
You know,
a
it looks
bug.
very mechanical, but that's the bugs
That's
for you.
pretty cool, actually.
Oof. Can we get to that guy?
Absolutely. Someone needs to jump in and take control of the vehicle.
I will.
yeah.
I will drive. I will drive.
You jump into the front of the vehicle, into the vehicle's cabin, regaining control, and you notice the driver is unconscious but still living. though the left side of his face is covered in acid burns. Will need medical attention very soon.
Well, Ajanta is going to be doing so, and I'm going to drive while she takes care of it.
Where does it hurt?
Yeah.
Tell me where it is. Well, we have our own driver for our vehicle, right? I mean, none of us need to drive.
I'm driving.
He just got blasted with acid.
Yeah, we need to shoot and communicate.
Oh, he is the driver of our vehicle.
Yeah, your driver just
I
almost
misunderstood.
Yeah, just
Gotcha.
died.
Gotcha. Understood.
Almost.
All right.
I thought it was a separate vehicle. I misunderstood.
So I'm calling this death from above. This is going to be a variant vehicle check.
Ooh.
And what's going to happen is you guys are going to be chased by this thing in your craft. Alder, you took control of the vehicle.
Yes. Luckily,
Extending
I'm
your-
a good pilot. Well,
Extending
decent.
your vines and stuff so that you can reach the controls.
And I'm actually probably like holding myself up and by my vines.
Yeah, this is a very large vehicle, but you're traveling across fairly flat, expansive terrain. However, the Fleet Fury, this ship, moves much faster than your mobile striker ever could hope to. So you're not going to be able to escape it. Hopefully, you can hold off until it chooses a better target or something. Does anyone have someone give me a piloting check?
Hey, it's a class kill for me.
Yeah, you guys are fairly certain, Erebus and Stelly, if it fires 4 more times, 4 more torpedoes, that's pretty much its payload for now, and it will probably bug out before any defenses can reach.
It bugs out.
But you guys have to you're going to have to survive it.
So how many calories does it have to eat to like generate 5 more torpedoes the next day?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's got to eat a mountain. I don't know. A few trees. So anyway, each round we're going to start with the pilot actions, which Alder will do. In order
How
to
many,
go
how
ahead.
many guns do we have again?
4.
4 guns. You have
Yeah.
Okay.
2 flat cannons and 2 machine guns, and any weapons that you're carrying. You
If that's
could
the
try
case,
using those.
Unless anyone
What,
objects, I'm going to go into the engines. I've
So,
got good engineering. I think I can help with that.
what we're
You
going
also
to do?
aid me with aid another.
Yeah, as you guys can see right here what you can do. I haven't put in here what the results are for succeeding at different checks, but I mean you can see what options you have outside of driving the vehicle.
What are what kind of machine guns are they?
They're machine guns.
They shoot
Just
guns.
like a
They're big
squad machine gun?
We're not going to be. The results are not going to be damage.
Yeah. 'cause
Oh, I see. Okay.
we really can't damage this ship like that, you know.
Yeah, because you're in a vehicle and it's a starship.
And they,
This is
Yeah.
kind of more of a thematic thing. It's chasing you. How well can you hold it? As it fires its remaining munitions at you. So first things
Okay.
first,
we need to not die.
Alder, is anyone aiding Alder with driving the vehicle?
I will be. I will be through supercharging the engine.
Okay, that happens during the combat phase.
Got it. Disregard then.
Is anyone aiding? Is anyone going to take the aid another action to aid with the driving?
Adjutant could. I mean, if you're not shooting.
I don't have a very high bonus on that, +3. Whereas
Yeah,
my
but
engineering's +8, so I'd be better at that.
Yeah.
But
Well, There's 6 of you. There's only 4 weapons, and then the engine.
Yeah, I can aid.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a piloting check to aid. And that's only a move action. You can still
Hey.
take another action during the combat phase if you wanted to fire your own weapons or something at it. You definitely succeed at that, giving Alder a +2, and he succeeds at his piloting, or he makes his piloting check to drive the mobile striker. This big clunky vehicle is a pain in the butt to drive. Normally during a vehicle chase, you would be able to do things like pull ahead and pull away and drop back and all those kind of things. But really, there's no anything you do, the starship's just going to mirror. So I don't see any reason to do any of those actions. So chase progress in this case is really just no need to put anything in there. You're not going to be able to drive the vehicle fast enough to get far enough away for it to take any penalties on shooting. So now what we'll do is we'll go through each of your full rounds worth of actions. Going through whoever the order doesn't matter really unless you're trying to do something to help someone else. So
Supercharge the
Adjutants.
engines first.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, because the pilot's already gone, so do engineering next.
Go ahead and give me the engineering check. Yeah, you soup up the engines a little bit. Alder, you can feel the vehicle kind of rev up a little. And your next piloting phase, you will already have a +2 bonus to your check. Stelly, what are you doing?
I'm gonna shoot guns.
Shoot guns. What gun are you shooting?
I don't know. Let's go with the
Where you
flak.
at? You're in one of the flat cannons?
Sure.
All right.
So I need a range attack.
Yep. You make a ranged attack against the AC. Oh yeah, good. Very well. Your flak thrower fires off, and your hit obscures one of the swarm vessel's sensors with smoke, making it harder for it to shoot. Who's next? Senka, what are you on?
I'm on engineering, so I'm going to be rolling to try and improve that.
You, Adjutant already did the engineering.
Oh, did he?
Mhm.
I said I'd be doing that. Okay.
Oh.
Agenta said it
in
as
that-
well.
I see. In that case, move action to change to one of the weapons. Are any of them still available?
Sure.
Which one? They can only be fired once.
There's
both.
one flat cannon and 2 machine guns.
Got it. I'll fire one of the machine guns then.
All right, give me a ranged attack.
That's not with a -2, so that's a 10.
And so, yeah, you did never mind. All right, so your machine gun, you start firing, but the bullets, you see the trace behind it. It doesn't actually seem to do anything. Momo, what are you doing?
I was asking about the machine guns because you said we could fire our own weapons, but I mean, surely the machine guns or the flat cannon be better than my artillery laser, or not?
Well, your artillery laser is a heavy weapon, so
Yeah.
it might do as much as one of the other weapons on the
Well,
vessel.
I was thinking that if we wanted to have if we were gonna try to make 5 shots instead of 4,
Well,
but since
sure.
all right, I'll fire my artillery laser. So that's still gonna be I guess a -2.
Yep, because of the ship.
Yep.
It's probably going to be closer to a -4 because it's not a mounted weapon.
Oh, okay.
The mounting provides some bonus.
So he should fire one of the machine guns instead.
Well,
Yeah,
if
that
you're
was a
firing
mistake.
5 weapons, it's
We're
not so
not,
big a
though.
deal.
Well, we're not. We're only firing 4.
Why?
Because one is using the engineering and I'm driving.
And Erebus can
also
still
helping drive.
fire as well. They just take another penalty on top of penalties.
Yeah, but
Oh, okay.
I have to use a action to drive.
Yep.
Somebody supercharge the engine. That's 2 people out of 6.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Momo shot. Stelly shot.
and Sanka's shot.
Second shot. And then we have one more. So we'd only
So
have we're
Erebus
only
can
able to
shoot.
make 4 attacks.
So Erebus can attack, and Alder, you can, as a move action, vehicle and attempt a DC 20 piloting check to steer clear of torpedo strikes.
Which is something I want to do.
Yep.
So I get a +2 to this, which is not going to help. Actually, I
Well,
already get a +4 from the, but it still won't help.
The +2 from the engines is going to be at the piloting actions phase. So that's not here.
Okay.
So again, it would not help. And Adjutant, you did the first engineering check. So that was a standard action. Erebus, you used a move action to assist with the driving. You can still take a standard action to fire one of the guns.
Fire a flat cannon at a -1.
Hey, that'll do.
All right, Erebus, what is it? You're firing the flat cannon?
Yeah.
You managed to occlude another sensor on the starship, and with that, you can see the starship powering up for another torpedo blast, and the green glob of acid comes flying out of it. Let's see, it's going to be all right. $15. Do you know what that 15 is against?
Us not dying?
It's against Alder's piloting check of 20.
Yay!
That included the +2 bonus, Alder, or no?
No.
Okay, so against a 22. So your piloting check at the beginning sets the DC for their attack. So they missed. However, they don't miss by much. And each of you needs to make a reflex save or take 1 point of acid. Each of you takes 1 point of acid. Don't even bother making the saves. Or actually, no, make the saves. Because if you save, you don't take any.
What's the DC?
It is 13.
Oh, I see.
Hey.
Stelly, make your reflex save.
Stelly did.
I don't see Stelly.
Let's see. Staley got
First
a
one.
21. He's safe. Adjutant got a 4. You're going to take 1 point of damage as some acid splashes onto you. Momo's good. Erebus takes a point of damage. Senka's good. And Alder is going to take a point of damage. And it's the next round. Is anyone going to aid Alder this time?
I'm not very good at piloting.
Oh, I can assist again.
Okay. All right, Erebus
I can
assists.
piloting.
And Alder, you have a +4 to this. So
Which is good because I rolled a 13. Jesus.
17.
I love that both my piloting checks so far were natural 20s.
Yeah. All right, moving into the combat phase. Stelly, you're on a flat cannon.
Yes, sir.
Shoot away.
Unless
Unless you want to move.
No, I'm done. I missed.
Your flat cannon jams. And it takes your move action to clear it. Senka.
Any objection to me doing engineering?
No?
Okay. Shit, wasn't enough.
You fail to get the engines to work any better. However, you don't jam them up either. Momo.
right, Momo will thinks better of it and moves to a machine gun instead of shooting his artillery laser.
There you go. It doesn't work.
And that's much worse.
The tracers go wide again. Alder, you want to try that evade? Sadly, you're unable to make any kind of useful evade.
Oh, Adjutant can still attempt the engineering check to get the +2. Oh, I didn't do any better.
No. And Erebus, would you like to shoot something?
Please do.
I don't think that's good.
Sadly, helping Alder and the vehicle bouncing around, Erebus's attack fails to prevent or provide any useful anything useful to the combat. The next torpedo comes down, and it's almost a direct hit. It lands just in front of the mobile striker vehicle. Reflex saves for half damage of 4. Momo takes full. Alder takes full. Erebus takes full. Adjutant takes full. Stelly only takes half.
How much damage was it? Like
4 total.
4.
2 if you saved, and Stelly's the only one that saved. Perhaps Alder should drive better.
Yeah. Perhaps Alder should stop driving and we should let Erebus do it.
Maybe people should hit the thing with their weapons with the guns so it doesn't shoot as well.
Shut up.
That was not a good
Momo
round, guys.
Momo lights another cigarette.
Let's see. As the acid spray clears from the windshield, Alder, you spy a burned out husk of a large overturned vehicle in the middle of the highway. You must attempt to avoid the derelict vehicle. Give me a piloting check.
Oh!
Out. The mobile striker is nearly overturned as it scrapes by the wreckage. Each of you must make a will save or be shaken for this next round. Erebus is shaken. Stelly is not. Momo is not. Alder is not. Adjutant is not. And Senka is not. Erebus, you were not expecting that kind of wild movement of the vehicle.
Nope.
However, Alder, give me a piloting check to drive the truck. Before that, is anyone aiding?
The engineering check to give them that bonus.
No.
in the
You
combat
can.
round.
And it's also a standard action to do that. You can also use a move action to aid another.
Yeah.
So if you have a piloting check, all of you can aid.
Oh, okay. Then
One
I'll
of
aid,
you
I
needs
guess,
to
then.
do it.
I'll do
Well,
it.
only
so.
one person can aid.
Here you go.
Okay.
Stelly aided. Now, the other thing is, what you don't know is that when you aid, it causes you to take a penalty on your shooting.
Oh, thanks. Let me know that. I thought it was just move action.
Well, it is a move action, but it's also distracting. But you gave him a +2, so that's good. That gives you guys a 12 for this time for your armor class.
Oh, thanks.
Ugh.
And
I've
now
been
we go to
rolling
the
really
combat.
well.
Perhaps you can make it harder. for
2s and 3s. Yes. Hey, can I roll a couple of times just to get the 2s and 3s to stop happening?
Type / talk to myself and roll whatever you want. The engineering check does boost the piloting, but it has a DC of 18, which you guys did not succeed last time.
Well, these are applying to the next roll.
It applies to the next
Weird.
pilot's action phase.
Then the
Which is
first one
just-
we didn't get one.
Right, the first one you didn't get one, but he rolled he had aid, so it was 22.
Okay, I'll do it at the end of the round then for the next one.
The next one he did get it, and this one he did not.
Gotcha.
So, Stelly, you want to fire?
Yeah.
Fire that flat cannon.
I missed probably because of a penalty.
Yep. Well, you have a -1 from helping with the driving and a -1 from the mobile strikers movement anyway. So even if you hadn't helped, you still would have missed. So it was good that you helped. All right, Senka, what do you want to do?
I think this round I'm gonna do combat. My
Alright.
engineering isn't as good as my engineering isn't the better one.
So what weapon doesn't matter. What weapon did you use that someone else
I
can't?
figured I'd use the machine gun.
Okay, one of the machine guns. Momo.
Momo's gonna try again on the machine gun.
Alrighty, give me a roll. Nope.
Ugh,
You guys are just
you're
getting
rolling
bad rolls, aren't you?
garbage.
Well, you rolled a 10, which is garbage.
Yeah, but I haven't gotten any better.
All right,
Like the
Alder,
best one I've rolled.
you gotta make the evade check. See if you can hit that DC 20. Hey, you hit it. Good deal. All right. I gotta check and see what that does for you guys. Got it. All right. And that brings us to adjutant or adjutant.
Yes,
Really?
I did.
There you go.
Hey, you succeed. +2 bonus to the piloting check for next round's armor class. Erebus. There's a flat cannon and a machine gun available to fire. Oh no, just a flat cannon.
Shoot the
Yeah.
flat cannon. I can't hit
Oh,
it.
Can't hit the broadside of a starship.
Nope.
wow.
This is annoying. I've never shot these before.
Sadly,
We're good.
they were flying too fast and missed you guys as well. Didn't hit close. So you can make reflex saves for no damage. Less than a DC 13, you take 1 point of damage.
So what
Erebus
is the
good.
making the piloting check do? The evade.
That gives everyone a +1 to the reflex save,
Oh, nice.
which Alder needed. No damage, Alder. I'm missing 2 reflex saves.
Oh shit! Sorry, I was
Yep.
reading something.
No problem.
I missed. How much damage am I taking?
You take 1 point of damage, Stelly.
And Senka.
And me what? I take 1 point of damage.
Reflex save?
Reflex save.
Oh, sorry, spaced on that.
You take no damage. All right. Anyone aiding Alder with his driving?
Whoever's doing the engineering should do
Engineering.
it because they don't take a negative, right?
Yep, there's no penalty to. There's penalty. All right, when you aid the pilot, doing so means aiding PC takes -1 penalty on any attack rolls they make during the combat phase. So the engineering won't take a penalty.
Okay, so who is doing the engineering? Agenta or Senka?
Adjutant.
Adjutant, you should.
So Adjutant, you should roll a piloting check to help me.
Your bonus hardly matters. It's a DC 10 to aid. So
I mean, I already rolled, so
Where?
I didn't see it. Did you roll to yourself?
roll of 18. Scroll up a little bit.
No. Yeah, that was.
This is
good
a separate thing. This
engineering
is a
check
piloting
last
check.
round.
This is the aid. This is
This is a
aid
new round.
to add an extra to.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can
okay.
aid the pilot in driving by making a piloting check to aid as a move action.
Oh. Yeah, I don't have a very good bonus.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't
All you
matter.
gotta do is beat a 10. And you
Ooh,
guys are definitely
32.
probably not. You're at 32 for your arm. You're beginning to figure out how torpedoes are being shot. and the patterns in the swarms flying. Stelly, hit it again.
All right, let's give this a shot.
Kill this thing.
I don't think my well, there we go.
Hey, you hit it. Thank you. No, more like throwing out flak.
I think I'm gonna, close in weapon system.
Ranged attack with the machine gun.
Oh,
Jams.
You suck.
Momo,
You
get
suck.
the machine gun.
here goes Momo on the machine gun.
No.
Oh.
Alder, you can give us the evade. No good.
Hey.
So close. Adjutant, engineering check can be made.
Yeah. Nope.
And Erebus, would you like to fire one more time? -1 for the flak cannon is a hit.
Nice, two
So
hits.
2 hits with the flak cannon imparts a -4 penalty to its attack. It misses you guys. Roll reflex saves for no damage.
Yeah. How much damage?
Erebus succeeds. Stelly fails. Momo succeeds. Alder succeeds. Senka succeeds. Adjutant fails.
How much?
4 points of damage from that
Jesus.
one. Quite a bit of acid.
I'm almost done with my stamina here, guys. Stop it.
Oh, whoops.
I'm into hit points.
26-point difference, and it still did damage to you guys.
Well, it always does damage. On a miss, it does a D4. On that hit, I should have rolled 2d8, but I failed that. I failed to see that. So, but you guys had good saves on that one, I think. I don't remember. It doesn't matter. It's done. And with that last blast of the torpedo, the swarm fleet flurry breaks off from its attack run. You notice in the distance a pair of SDF fighter jets appear from the west and pursue the living starship, eventually shooting it down somewhere near the river.
Down by the river.
A cacophony
Down by the river.
cacophony of cheers can be heard coming from the many soldiers in the convoy as the scattered remnants of the fleet fury fall toward the surface.
Yeah.
The remainder of your journey to the Sator region border is uneventful, giving you an opportunity to rest for 10 minutes to regain stamina.
That was all sixes, people.
An SDF medic attends to the wounded driver, and a replacement driver is secured for your vehicle. As you reach the Sator region, you notice it consists primarily of massive agricultural processing centers amid miles of automated farmlands. You know it is bounded by the Jurdos Mountains to the north and the Dethamar River to the northeast, as well as the Eskew Ocean to the west and southwest. The capital of this region is a city named Rios City, located on the western coast. The distance between Fort Gallant and the Rio City is approximately 400 miles along several highways, and the convoy will not reach the metropolis until sometime. Along the way, the convoy passes a few small towns with large neon yellow evacuation notices plastered on every door and window. All of these areas are completely abandoned. The convoy makes brief stops for biological needs, but no one is allowed to leave sight of the convoy unaccompanied. Shortly before nightfall, the convoy rolls over a hill on the outskirts of a city overflowing with evacuees. Dozens of starships can be seen landing and taking off from a spaceport to the north of the city. The convoy stops a mile from the city limits, where the road is blocked by a tangle of abandoned cars. Commander Najiri gives the order to abandon the vehicles and walk. As the civilians move ahead, Najiri meets with each squad to hand out further orders. She's accompanied by Quartermaster Jankser, who hands out R2Es for the night's dinner. As she approaches you, Commander...
Putting that brick of food in my water bowl makes me happy.
You just start grabbing it with your little tentacle.
There's two of us that eat with tentacles.
True.
Besmara, makes it good like that.
Commander Najiri, still slightly unstable on her new art, makes her way to you. Good job with that Fleet Fury. Not too much damage on the striker. Midnight Squad, muster up. I've been in touch with SDF Commander here in Rio City. Evacuation is underway, but there's still a lot of work to be done. They recently sent a squad up to a temple of Hylex north of the city, but haven't heard back from them yet. I want you to make your way up there via the main highway. Sheeran priest named Zelanon runs the temple. See if he has any information about the lost squad. Bring him back here to safety. If you see any civilians along the way, make sure they're moving. Any questions before you move out, soldiers?
Can we have a vehicle to utilize?
I swear he was 2 seconds faster than me.
This walking thing sucks.
Absolutely. It's about 180 miles to the city of Lin Mari in the foot of the Jerdos Mountains. From there, the temple is another dozen some mountainous roads. You'll be issued a standard troop transport in case you need to pick up any civilians.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
You're already nicer to work with than the Major.
You know anything about this lost squad?
They're a 4-soldier unit out of the 2nd Battalion under Commander Quivenza. He reportedly lost communications with them yesterday when they reached Lin Mari. Quivenza tells me they're good soldiers, so something must have gone terribly wrong.
What's so special about this priest we're going to go pick up?
Seems like he got in touch with the SDF command claiming to vital intelligence about the swarm, so they marked him as priority extraction. So find him and get him back here to the evac site as soon as you can. Got it?
What's his name?
10-4.
Is his name the same as the goddamn retards?
His name is Zelonon.
Zoltan, gotcha. Zoltan.
They can also get you an image of him,
Yeah.
so you know who you're looking for, because he is in fact a bug.
Oh yeah, we don't want to accidentally shoot him.
He is
Yeah.
he is a Sheeran priest.
Oh,
So
that makes sense. Hylax.
yep. Then let's see.
Why are we going to pick up Swarm?
Oh.
He's not swarm, soldier.
Other kind of bug, you racist.
Come from a plant, man.
I'm sure plants fear all bugs.
That's actually
The Sheeran
fair, I
are our
didn't
allies.
consider.
So what type of bug ate your grandma that you're all pissed off about bugs for? Jeez.
It's was it adjutant? It's mostly clear farmlands between here and the mountains. And though the swarm has taken out a bunch of our satellites, we still have a few eyes in the sky. However, those dredgers are hard to track when they burrow underground, so don't let your guard down. If you come across swarm components and can't fight them, it's better to evade and stay hidden. Remember, your priority now is protecting civilians and helping them evacuate.
And surviving.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, that's my priority, is to survive, to get the word out of what's happening and everything. If we can help people on the way, okay. But, yeah.
Let's go.
Let's get a move on.
Commander Najiri wraps up the briefing, clapping a few of you on the shoulders. She says, mechanized divisions are going to hold off the swarm as long as possible. But I still think we only have 2, maybe 3 days before they gain a foothold in the Sator region. You've got some time. Should be plenty of time to complete your mission. Keep your comms open and let us know what you there. Good luck, Midnight Squad. Quartermaster Jankser then leads you to some tents where you can get a night's rest before embarking once again.
Instead of getting
Right.
a night's rest, can we take turns driving, sleeping, to get there like fucking ace?
They recommend that you take this opportunity to rest because you don't know what you will encounter along the way.
Yeah. I like sleep.
All right,
Yep.
so you guys can rest. You spend a resolve point to gain back stamina. Did anyone go into hit acid damage?
Adjutant did.
I took adjutant to hit points. How many hit points are you down, buddy?
After my medicine check to treat deadly wounds, I'm down 2.
2.
You get 1 overnight, and then the other one, I guess I'll just have to stay there.
One light. You could take one of the 3 healing serums, or you can just be 1 light when you start up the next morning.
Yeah, it's not worth taking it. So
Yeah, it's probably
be
worth
fine.
just chilling. All right, so that's where we are. That's where I'm going to end it tonight. I'll update your mission log over the next couple of weeks.
Awesome.
Actually, I can treat deadly wounds in the next morning too.
Yep. Well, that would be your
Okay.
treat deadly wounds for the day.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I'll
but it's
get
only
it and
one usually, anyways,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
he needs to make
So-
a 30 to get.
There you
more.
go. So yeah, you'll get your 1 hit point back in the morning when you retreat your wounds.
Yep.
So that's fine. So everyone will be at full hit points when you start the next time.
All right.
And you'll start your journey to the Gyarados Mountains to go find the
I'll
Shearing
configure my
Creek.
camouflage membrane for the mountains.
Yeah, sure. Once you get to the mountain region, you're not even there yet.
Do we ding?
No, that's true.
No, you don't ding yet.
Oh.
Sorry, I know you want to ding. Let me see. I want to see how many encounters we're gonna have before we get to the mountain temple.
Oh, real quick, is anybody else really excited about that one incendiary grenade we got?
Just Momo.
I mean, the frag grenades are nice too, but
One of these people is made out of plant matter. Maybe don't get too excited about that.
Yeah, Momo. Be careful around the incendiary grenade.
All right.
I
throw them
also-
away from me.
Front
All
towards
they're
you.
with me.
You guys should be prepared to level next time.
Okay.
Cool.
10-4.
Probably in the middle, towards the end of the session. I don't know if you'll do anything at any encounters at level 2, but be ready in case we do.
Okay.
All right. So are we finishing up? We're just about done with session.
Yeah, we're done with this session.
Okay. I am sorry to say this, but I really don't want to continue this game with you guys.
Okay. I was gonna ask
yeah.
ask how I was doing, if it was me.
You're
I was
doing
just too
you're
railroading.
doing.
Or?
It's the module. It's the railroad. It's just not my style. Like I'm glad you guys have fun, and I can see that you do. It's just not my style. You know.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah.
In which case, this
I'll
is
hop
actually a
out.
really good place to let Senka go.
Yep.
Because we are in a place where a soldier could get changed out. Soldier could get swapped around. We can get a new member to the Midnight Squad. Thank you for joining us for both of the sessions. I hope there was some amusement during them.
There were some good moments. There really were. All right. Anyways, I wish you guys luck. I hope you all have fun, and yeah, see you
Hey,
later.
I hope you find a game that's more suited to your
Absolutely.
likes. That's more freeform and sandboxy for you, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that, and I hope you guys have fun with this too. I'll see you later.
Take it easy.
All right.